strong run into the finals. Obviously, we saw, I think it was last week or the week before, we saw Bleedouts come from I think they were losing to Void, and they came back and pulled it up, pulled off a 2-1. No, it was. Gee, I don't. I think it was Shinto. They came back and they had a good win, and I think Lira they've just been on fire. So we obviously saw them. I think it was a 2-0 last week. So these games, Tavi, I mean, you got to fire up for them because there's no. This is it. This is, you go to the finals here. This is for all the marbles to get to the final level. This is like being on the final level of Fall Guys. You just gotta get there. So we are gonna see the Survivor Stealth, and I'm not particularly sure with obviously Doctor. I think this is CT2, I believe. But yeah, this is going to be interesting.
CT2, you say?
Yeah, I think
Have you
so.
been scrimming this map, my friend?
I honestly
is this CT2?
I got no idea,
My.
but we're getting into it. We're going to see Jazz get hit here, and just send it to a little tile here. So. Jazz obviously on the Windows of opportunity here, so has an idea of where these pallets are. Now, Windows is probably a very good perk, and oh my goodness, Sentry is just going to get it down very fast. So, I mean, Tavi, what are your thoughts on this? I mean, that's a very fast down, and a pain race on hill. You are kidding. This is a good start, Tavi, for Lyra.
Yeah, okay, I will stand corrected. It is actually CT2. I kind of didn't look at the map properly, so I was wrong. But yeah, that's an amazing start for Sentry here. Like, Doctor usually when your chases will last for quite a long time, and it seems like Jazz manages to get tapped. I think the rapid brutality there from Sentry really got a lot of value here, and now Sentry just opting to use the Pop Goes the Weasel and just, scout out the map with the remaining bit of time. But yeah, again, beautiful hook, beautiful pain res, and this is also facing quite a good direction for Sentry because it's going to make it more difficult for the survivors to rotate in. Sentry should be able to get good LOS on that. So it's going to take quite a while. Jazz is just going to sit here, I think, for some gen pressures on the side of Bleedout. And yeah, Jazz really didn't use that many resources in that first chase. We saw not even, well, we saw that one pallet drop, but not broken. So yeah, hopefully his next chase, which I'm going to assume that Sentry will try and tunnel out Jazz after this hook. I'm going to hope his chase goes for longer because he's got still everything on this map, and Sentry's actually quite far away, so maybe if they can get the pull now, Hasso, that could be really good for Bleedout.
Nah, he's going to go second here, and we've spotted our next prey, which will be the big LV duck. Always running the bald head David. So this. I mean, they really need to get this unhook, Tavia. It's, this is not good. If Jazz goes down here, this is not going to be good. Jazz is, fairly decent at the chase. He knows what he's doing. So yeah, this will not be easy. So we are going to see a couple of survivors. I believe that's J Dazza hiding just near the hill, but Jazz honestly might just go straight, taken by the entity. And we spoke about this a few weeks ago.
Calm Spirit? That Calm Spirit from JD? I don't think he got spotted by the shock. So that means he gets the pull for free, and that means Jazz can go for his run. Look at that. I think that wasn't even Calm Spirit. Never mind. I was just wrong there. But yeah, Jazz going to have to make the best out of this chase because he's got very, very little here. And he gets grabbed. So that is an immediate death for Jazz.
Oh,
and,
that's...
yeah.
Yeah, that's not a great start.
So, by my calculations here, we have had one pallet dropped, which has been reset. And we have a kill at 4 gens. And spelling trouble, I'd say, for Bleedout here this first set. So I don't really know how many pallets are left on this map, or still originally on this map. But they still got, I think, eye fillers and so on. They just don't have, again, they don't have any gen pressure to show for it. I would say, because yeah, you would really want the extra person right now. Seems like Sentry will find out our journey here. Six Hearts is going to take a bit of a stealthing route and take the outside road here on the T-wall. Hopefully pre-drop, but no, he's just going to run through this and give Sentry a lot of distance. Very, very confident play here from Hearts. I think this is just going to be a tag. He gets a pre-drop. Actually, it's a bit of a mistake there on Sentry's part. Remember, these survivors are playing on ping. Hearts is doing a really nice job here on the 50s, but he's going to give away the rapid brutality. And it seems like he'll just die here. Hatso, this is, again, really poor usage of the pallets from Bleedout. So I don't know if it's the ping or just maybe just displacement from our survivors. But look at this. They can't even get the flashlights in now. That's another pain res. I think, yeah, we're looking at 4Ks on Doctor, on Cold Tower 2.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I mean, yeah, this is definitely Survivor side is going to need to pull something off here. JD, I mean, the problem is Six Hearts has been hooked in a very bad place, obviously on the hill with the pain res, so that does not help. But remember, Sentry knows where both survivors are, and they're gonna have to funnel their way around the map like a tornado to get there. It's not just gonna be a direct bullseye straight to the unhook. You can't, this is definitely not great. Obviously, he knows where both survivors are, and I'm sure this is, they're not gonna be overly happy with, but again, this is gonna be these. It's, how do I say it? This is gonna be a do or die situation. They need to get the unhook here. JD's gonna just stick a gen. I mean, at this point, you really just need Duck to go in for the pull straight away. And he does. So we are gonna see just a singular hook. So JD now needs to get away. He needs to send it probably towards back of main, and that's what he's gonna do. I don't know where this is on the map, probably 11 or something, but yeah, this is gonna be what Jay has to do here. Does get caught off, so I wonder if this will be a hit, and he's gonna, oh my goodness, JD just getting with it. So love to see this. And Jay's turned around, and he's gonna go down, but you can see in the background those two working the wait. No, okay, so LV Duck has gotten off to stealth, and I don't know if you saw that, Tavi, but is that middle of man? I don't really see. Oh, okay, we've spotted my man Duck. So, this is looking really tough for the survivors, Tavi, and I guess they're gonna have to really. Six Hearts has to pop this gen.
Nah, he can't do that because Sentry's well aware that the survivor that was unhooked is on the generator. And finally we see the first good pallet of the game being dropped, and just gonna get broken for nothing. I think it's gonna be a commit here onto Hearts, and yes, Sentry is gonna just take it down. I don't know how long this will take. That nice little juke, but it's not gonna mean anything. And yeah, you could just see the pressure from Sentry, just just having that extra survivor dead. Well, extra survivor, I guess, having a survivor dead in this situation, the survivors are now like so much more inefficient. They could not get the reset on Hearts. Now it goes down next to a relatively active generator on 30%, I'd say, which is now regressing. And the other two survivors are still injured. I don't know if they can get another gen done. Like, that's their dream here, but like that's still, I would say, a somewhat low generator performance for survivors, even if they do manage to get one done. That's pop goes the weasel there, applied onto 4, and Sentry is leaving. Seems like wants to check the hook, but I don't know. Even if Duck manages to pop the gen that I think JD was on like 10, even if they do pop this gen here, like then what? Like, you're playing for 4K2 again on Doctor. That is not an easy task, especially because I feel like our survivors should know that they could have played this a lot better, given the amount of pallets that are still working on this map.
Yeah.
There's still like infinite pallets left on this map, and 2 of them are strong mid fillers. So yeah, I don't know. It's Hearts are gonna die as well. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like Raps, man. But look, we're still in this to pop a gen.
Yeah, I mean, this is right here. We're gonna see Duck get chased, and it looks like it'll be over. Wait, And I thought, bro, for a second I thought the gen popped, but it was just the death sort of thing. So we are gonna see a pre-drop here from LV Duck and just see the big man Sentry leave and go over to JD behind main here. So overall, I mean, this is not looking good for Bleedouts. They're backed against the wall here, and you know, you almost, you know, have to figure out what to do next, and that's going to be the problem. So, you know, it's tough, Tavi, because there are so many pallets, but there's only so much you can do against the Doctor when, you know, you're getting palleted and, oh, okay, here we go. So we are going to see the shock probably come in here from
Sentry. He gets it.
Does he though?
Oh!
Does he get it? He doesn't get it.
Doesn't.
You're kidding.
Oh my god.
He does not get it. So unfortunate there. Very unfortunate. And oh, I thought for a second he was gonna hop back on the gen and just knock it out in his face. But now we are gonna see the hit on to the. So now it's time for Sentry to just, you know, close the match out for Lirsanmarine. But wow, what a performance this has been from Sentry. I mean, like I said, there are so many pallets, and like you did as well, but against the Doctor you can only do so much. You can't always drop the pallets, and that is the problem a lot of the time. And you know, unfortunately, Duck is going to get outplayed here. No, he's not. So Duck having a good chase, just, you know, almost really well played. You're right. Like, look at that, just, you know, escaping, holding checkies, and he's just, he's not going to make that, I don't think, not on the ping. Nah, so unfortunate there, but wow, what a performance from the big man Sentry. A 4K3. I mean, Tavi, that's incredible on any killer, let alone this killer, which I don't know if it's meant to be outs. I think it is, but wow.
Yeah, it is absolutely out. It is absolutely out. Sorry, I have to cut you off there.
Yeah.
You go on.
I mean, look, it's been very well played by Lira. They've obviously picked, but yeah, this is not going to be easy for Bleedouts. They are between Lirsanmarine and Bleedout. It's going to be a good one. We saw, I believe it was Sentry get a 4K3 on the Doctor, which is ridiculous. So this is going to be a real tough one here, but we are going to see, I believe, the big J Dazza on the Doctor. And you know, we saw this man pull out the unthinkable on the Wesker last week. So who knows what he can do? But yeah, this is going to be... Oh, look at the gens that he's got. So that is a decent 3-gen. Obviously, you know, running the Sloppy, the Ruin. So this should be... He's going to be fighting here. He finds the first survivor here, who's going to be the letter N, which is the Claudette. So this will be an absolute... I mean, it depends how fast JD gets his first down. So, I mean, Tavi, how do you see this one going? Do you think... I mean, the gens he's got, how do you see this one going, do you think?
Well, seems like JD's got a bit more of a top-heavy setup here on Koltar 2. Actually, I don't know if we have the same comms. I haven't checked my map in over a year for Koltar 2, but I call this area around the main building the 11 side. So currently we're looping 12. JD just swings at a pallet which he broke earlier, which is a little bit suboptimal. And yeah, and just taking this chase out nicely. Gets actually... This is a lot of distance here. I don't think it makes a vault, but yeah. We'll take the attack here. But look at this. He's already taken off 90 seconds of the Doctor's time here in the beginning. And we can see a generator already on the halfway mark. So Leo is definitely off to a much better start than Team Bleedout. And it seems like JD, again, still has like similar build, similar add-ons. Actually, similar build? What am I talking about? not at all similar, because, yeah, it's going to have a lot more aggressive or passive progression, but I don't think it's going to matter because, like, again, this chase has gone on for so long. JD's mind gaming himself, and the first generator's already done. So Leo's halfway towards this this 2 generators completed goal, and yeah, JD doesn't really have much to show for it. So club's going to end as well. I think the main difference that we both saw on our end is that our survivors of Lyra, they pre-left the generators so early. Like, Eden got chased around the main building, and then we already see the survivors on the middle generator, like, rotating away. Whereas with Jazz, I feel like he was just caught out in a really, really poor spot, and then, like, there's really nothing to do from there. So, Bugs taking the next chase is actually quite beautiful, I have to say, and I feel like JD just will have to concede this set.
Ooh, I mean, look, yeah, it's a 4K, 4K2 to win, so yeah, this is not looking. No, 4K JD, and they just need to pop to the 3 gens. So, I mean, yeah, you're right, Toby. It's not an easy one for the big man himself. So, look, I think obviously JD must be seeing his own illusions. I think he just swung at one of his doctor illusions. I have no idea, but yeah, this is not going to be a rough one. And you know, I spoke to JD before the game. I wished him the best, and he said, I appreciate that, and it's going to be a tough one. And oh my goodness, I don't know how that's happened. I don't know how that's not a down there, but yeah, like I said, I spoke to JD, and he is up for this challenge. I know this is his whole team is going to be prepared, whether it's, you know, now or if it's other sets, but this is, I mean, this is going to be WinCon in a couple seconds for Lirsanmarine, who will be taking the first set, which I believe they were predicted to take. So, wow, what a play from Lirsanmarine on both sides. I mean, they are playing this incredibly well, as we're going to see JD just break the pallet. So, I mean, seriously, this is all these players have they'd be trying, scrimming, doing everything they can, and you know, against a player like JD who plays a lot of different killers. I mean, you can't, you know, you can't always expect the best result on our side, but obviously Lirsanmarine just the stronger side, as we're gonna see our first down, I believe. So yeah, it's tough for the big J Dazza, but I'm sure both sides will have a lot to take out of this. I mean, not as much for Lirsanmarine. I think Bleedouts will definitely take a lot out of this. But I mean, yeah, this is just being played immaculately by these survivors, and you know, rightfully so. To their own credit, they've just played incredibly well, and we're gonna see Royces he is gonna get hit. So, you know, send it Shaq now, brother. That's what he's gonna do, and JD probably just gonna leave, and he does that. So, yeah, like I said, credit where credit is due. These survivors have done incredible. Obviously, you know, not an easy win con for the big man, but yeah, this is, you know, gonna be obviously a set to Lirsanmarine, and we're gonna see the chase now come on to end. So, I mean, look, there hasn't been much coming in from JD this game. It's definitely looking rough for him. But you know, he gets the stun as well. So, I mean, Tabi, this has been really well played by Lirsanmarine.
This is an excellent showcase of the Doctor's weaknesses in this trial here. So, yeah, I mean, JD's got one hook so far, chasing N again, which seems to be a mistake. But I think all our survivors have had a beautiful chase throughout this trial. Like, everyone has just kind of forced JD to overcommit. And JD's never gonna miss. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but should get the down anyway. Goes for a bit of a mind game, I think, but yet again, we have Sakuta here taking a hit tank. Sakuta, maybe with the Metal of Man. I actually love to see if he does, but no, okay, they do not have Metal of Man, which is a bit unfortunate. I mean, again, like, Doctor's got a lot of weaknesses. We definitely see them a lot more in this trial. Like, distance is a really big weakness for Doctor, because, you know, the closer you are to the survivor, the more you can deny them of the resources. And yeah, so as a survivor, if you just like, pre-leave, or if you get like hit tanks, usually effective ways to make distance. And in this trial, we saw, like, again, just Sakuta taking a hit twice, kind of just like redirecting the chase to a better area. And it's going to be the second hook of the trial to JD, 4 generators in. So yeah, definitely lost this trial has JD, and this first set will go to Lewa, but the next sets are a lot more interesting. So up for you on your menus later tonight. So this is just our appetizer, and for our main course we do have a dredge set and a demogorgon. So Bleedout did pick dredge. Levi did pick Demogorgon, and I guess for dessert number one is going to be Cannibal and a nurse to tie things off. So as a final course. But yeah, I mean, look, next set Dredge, I think JD will want to get a lot of redemption for that Hasso. This performance, I think he was looking for something better than the current result. And on Dredge, I think he has the ability to do that. Nice little bypass there from the body blocker. That should at least cure a bit more pressure there for JD. But yeah, I think that Dredge set, JD is gonna look to prove his worth there.
Yeah, I mean, JD, we've seen it before. We've seen how good the man is on the Bleedout now. Oh, on the Bleedout, on the Dredge. So he's obviously good for Bleedouts, but yeah, I agree. I think it might be his redemption if the big man can pull it off. I think that'll be something that will be looked at by his team, and I think they're not just him, but Tavi. I reckon that their survivor side on there is very good against the Dredge as well. I think they're not just JD, but I think the actual survivor. You know, you obviously to win a set you have to be good on both sides. You know, take it as you will, but I think the way you put it is he's gonna have some real good fun, I reckon, and we're gonna see, you know, Microbug just die in the corner. So really well played by the survivors. You can't put a letter or even a word down to the performance. I mean, it's you know, you just write an A plus in nearly every single box. So they've played this incredibly well, and you know, I'm sure the next set, you know, I might seriously might have to borrow Hez's heart rate monitor, because I think next set will come down very close. So Hez mate, I'm gonna need to borrow that. I think my heart will be pumping very fast when we see the next set come up, because I really think both sides will have a lot to bring in. It'll be something something that we will see. So obviously we see the chase come here onto Royces now. JD has played this, you know, he's obviously brought it, obviously the win con's already been met by the survivors, but to his credit, he has, you know, gotten a few more downs. I think he got his first down with 2 gens, and oh, naughty little vault there. Now, I wonder, do we make it back? And we do, but we vault too early now. Yeah, this is going to be all the gens pop. Now, I did just see Sakuta get off the generator. Do you know what that means, Tavi? I reckon any second.
I wonder.
Yep, there he is!
I wonder.
So, this is incredibly well played from the survivors, and obviously you can't, you know, put it past the man himself, Sentry. Absolutely incredible performance. So, honestly, the way I see this, obviously the set will be going to Lirsanmarine, but I cannot lie to you, I'm so excited for the next set. I think it'll bring both teams very, very close. Obviously, JD with the little nod there, and the beamer will not come in. So, unfortunately, there, I'm not sure we will get the save, because will we? I mean, you'd hope we would. And oh my goodness,
What?
oh my god, he's been body blocked. You're kidding.
Protect the president. Protect the.
So what they should do now is just get out and let the man get hatched. No,
Reset.
I don't know.
They can reset in time, though. I think they can reset in time because they have one healthy survivor. They can buy enough time. The other two might be able to coordinate something. Oh,
wait, head on.
They have head on as well in this locker.
Oh
my god. Oh, is it happening? No, I think.
Oh no!
Oh, he missed the head on.
The big man JD, not falling for any mind games today, unfortunately. Not that we've seen so far, but yeah, I think this will be well played. You know, well played into the whole 5 sets. I think this could easily go to tiebreakers, and it's going to hit here. So obviously, scratch a bit lag mid, but yeah, it should be alright. When it comes to the direction, I'm keen to see is, want to get our fair share of hooks out. I believe that is the 7th stage, so Taviet's been pretty well
again in the next set. So I think the mental might take a really big tank if JD loses the set pick of Dredge.
Yeah, I mean, we obviously see it. I'm not sure if that's just me, Tavi, or it's lagging for you, but we do see Royces get chased here. Now, JD, the man is very confident on this killer. This is the killer you don't want to verse JD on. The man can play anything, but seriously, he's gonna just slug here, and he loves this. He loves to play this way. He sort of knows what he's doing, and when I say he knows what he's doing, look at that. That's gonna be a 2-tap, because it's blood favor's gonna come in and gonna get this man screwed over. So well played to the big man right there. So JD, wow, what a start for the man. So obviously he's got no eruption, no pop or any of that, but he does know what he's doing with this build, I'd assume. So we have seen this build played by the big man before, but yeah, look, it's gonna be a tough sort of start. Very laggy though, but yeah, I mean, how do you see this one going, Tavi? We've teleported the wrong way, so.
Yeah, it's just incredible start. I mean, like, as I said before, like, bro, like, this start is so good for JD, and this is exactly what he needs to, get back into the rhythm. This is how you perform better, is by getting this, confidence. And he's got 2 hooks within, like, the first minute of the trial. Does manage to pick up on the tail of N again, as Voices is unhooked, but the problem is Sakuta's still on hook, and we still have 3 injuries on the board and still chased. But JD's actually going for N. I don't think I agree with this. I guess maybe just gets just 3 hooks around. Maybe free Surge value, which, by the way, Surge in 2025, everyone. Surge in 2025. No, he's actually just opting to slug. JD's teleporting around trying to find the tunnel out, which is, yes, that is exactly what I would have wanted to see.
Oh.
So, yeah, Dredge is so good locking down tunnel outs if you can just play really safe. But JD actually managed to lose the injured survivor, the injured tunnel out, and picks up on Sakuga. So it's going to be a bit of a break for survivors, as the tunnel does have 2 states to work with. And JD's still, again, playing so much pressure here as the reset comes to it. I think they've got a crap ton of work to do if they want to have a shot at getting out. And does get up, that is a good start. As I was saying before, sorry, I got with you, but yeah, we got securing targets, and it is now taking the help. So it takes longer, especially because it's ping, and injured really would not last up the chase. But because now they're healthy, yeah, I go back to the argument I was saying before. JD's actually trying to play this power. I don't really know if it's the best. Yeah, no, just for tag. So our sides have recovered really well from that position we're in. I think that's like not making a mistake there on the reset. But yeah, at the same time, the gens are at 0 hasso, and we still got 2 tunnel outs, and JD gets the second down. So yeah, it's still looking like a 4K despite Lever's good efforts.
I mean, to be honest, bro, this OCE Dredge is crazy, bro, and this man is, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he is doing. I mean, this man is so confident, and like you said, that start, to have a down, let alone 2 downs, and 2 hooks during the start of the game in Nightfall is such a good start that you can have, and it only makes the big man's job easier, as I'm sure that was the FTP. Yes, it was. So for a second, I really did just think that they really brought no Mither to the trial, but clearly that is not the case. But obviously we see JD go upstairs here and take the chase onto Sakuda. Now, we did see this man, what he did last match. This guy was everywhere, taking bodies. He was doing all the work. Now, don't get me wrong, this could be a very bad situation if JD gets this death onto Sakuda. This will be terrible for Lirsanmarine now. I'm worried, but I'm worried. That's all I can say. I am worried for the side on Lirsanmarine. We're going to see 2 gens pop, so JD, he's going to want to get this tunnel out as soon as possible, and we're going to see the drop come in now. He doesn't beat the big man micro bug to the door, so we're going to see Sakuda go down here. So yeah, really good start for JD, and he's going to have, obviously, Royces is already a first stage hook, so not the best for the side of Lirsanmarine, but they have popped a couple gens. Now, keep in mind, there is no ruin. That'll make JD's job. Oh my goodness, that'll make JD's job a lot harder now. So this man will be flying around like Superman, going through every single door, except instead of saving people, he will be trying to get people on the floor and give them to the entity. So right now we are going to see the big man look around. He's going to go check out the bathrooms. I'm not sure if there's any fashion in that, but we are going to see him go around teleporting to the gens, make sure that there's not much progress getting worked. And we have heard, I've just seen that the reset, so JD knows what he's doing. The vault will probably come in here. I'm not sure what's happened here.
That's all fine. It's just the chase is still going on. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I'm not sure if we have any screen audio, but if that's the case, me and Tavi will try and document our best like this is a Netflix film. So we are going to see Royces. He is going to go down on the lower level right near, and JD will slug. So he's slugged about, if you guys know the clock codex, he slugged bottom 6. So not terrible for JD, and he's going to teleport to, I believe that's 8, and he's, you know, obviously going to now take the chase on to Micro, and Royces is down on the floor, so do keep that in mind. So, you know, Aces, you know, Micro is obviously gonna get chased here and go upstairs to 11, so we are gonna see that the pickup does come on here to Royces, and Royces is gonna go down instantly. So far, if I'm being honest, this looks like a 4K3 for Jay Dazza. So, you know, I've known JD for a while, and one thing, you know, out of the 5 years that he does not, you know, really get nervous when it comes to, you know, the wall backed against him backed against the wall. He always has a fight to bring, and that is something I thought a head-on just happened. Okay, so we are going to see get picked up and hooked towards, I believe that's 4, if I'm not mistaken, and no, this is, okay, so we're at 4 now, I think. I'm going to try my best, but yeah, this is obviously being played pretty well by JD now. So he's not really, I mean, the FTP's on here. We are going to see the Micro Man get found now. What do you do here? I mean, now you teleport saying Bob is your uncle officially. That is a down. That is a down. The window, you know, pretty. I think JD is okay. 3 hits off. What do you think?
It's not highly fixed just yet. I feel like JD's play pattern through this trial has been extremely aggressive. There's been times where I think perhaps he's overcommitted to a goal, and then we just immediately see the survivors reset and JD taking a chance onto a timeline here. True, they eliminate the survivor will be 2 remaining, but I don't think, given the amount of time this will spend, I don't think they can actually afford to commit the hook, because I think the other survivors should be able to commit a double generator to get another one done. So I'm gonna assume JD gets it down here, slugs, and then tries to find the double gen. Yeah, exactly. There's the double gen in the background. Forces the locker, very smart from Voices. Knows there's no eruption, and it's gonna force JD to go through this entire sequence of hooking and picking up, and JD might not have enough time to interrupt the generator. It goes to the locker. I don't know if it's the correct one in this case, but no, the survivors have leapt off the generator, and then oh no, hold on, the generator was already done. Of course, that was why, because my game already went off. Yeah, so yeah, most likely going to be a 4K2 for JD in this case. So yeah, one generator off that prediction, Hasso. But yeah, I feel like JD could have definitely secured something slightly better. I don't know. I feel like the mid game, like just letting those two races happen was perhaps a little bit detrimental. Live actually allowed N to get away from this, but I don't think to any available because yeah, Lira, two survivors left. Even though this chase is going beautifully, and another little fake coming through should extend this, and actually JD's gonna leave, so we wanted to take the chase onto Microbug instead. But again, with the two survivors in this trial, most of us know that it's really difficult to get a gen done, but look at that generator. That third piston is pumping. So yeah, look, I think JD at this point like is not really overcommitting. It's just whether they can secure the down. Yeah, Ace is now in a bad position. Bug is caught out in a bit of a predicament, but drops the pallet on the correct side. We have a bit of problems here, JD. I actually find it amazing that our survivors are staying alive for this long. It's like you would think you could crush the Bug and the Claudette here, but they're just staying alive around these really unsafe areas and just making it work. And finally, Microbug goes down, but it's going to be out of the surge range. So what? And now JD's going to leave and try and check the generator, because surely our Claudette is on the generator and has rotated in. But no, he goes to the different generator. There's no Claudette around here. Bro, if we see another generator done, it's on 80%.
Oh my goodness.
No way. They get another generator done. We thought it was going to be a 4K3 Hasso. Now it's maybe not even 4K1. Okay, no, okay, JD's right here. Gets it down. Oh my god, we saw 2 additional generators done. That is incredible.
I mean, at this point, I might have to stop, having my own mess. At this point, I'm going to start calling 4K5s if I think it's going to be a 4K3, because my goodness, what a performance those two survivors have put on to bring it down to a 4K. Wow. So obviously that is an incredible performance, and that will be our 4K1. So they are gonna need to pop the 5 gens, the bleed outs to get it. So this is gonna be a rough one, but hopefully we can go into the next one and lead duck. And I haven't seen Bandit, and we're gonna get a stun. Played from LV Duck now. We're almost a guaranteed giveaway hit. But oh my goodness, just playing this incredibly well. What? Okay. I'm gonna have to have a look back at that one. Score review, please. That was ridiculous. So well played from the big 6. No, this is LV Duck. LV Duck just playing this really well. Just saying, you know what? I don't care. Bored. I'm just gonna run. So we are gonna go down. But good little chase there. I'm not sure if we can get a quick view onto the survivors to see if they're working any gens, but yeah. Oh no! Oh, they've got it off. Okay, so obviously have a look at the build, Tavi. There's no sloppy butcher, so this is just a sort of I think we've seen maybe Cash run this build before, but maybe this is just how they're gonna play. Just play how you want. Go all out as we see a gem pop in the background, and 6 Heart's gonna get chased here and just get a little bit too impatient and just wants that vault, so he's gonna send it down the corridor, Gonna have to call him back for running in the corridors. But we're sending it again. Look at this man. He does not give a shit. He just wants to get out of there as soon as possible. He's just sending it. My goodness. So, you know, get a fast vault here, drop down, and wow, how well has this been played? And I get a slow vault, but it doesn't really matter, does it? Because Six Hearts just burning time, but we can see in the background, I mean, they're trying to get a reset off, but no gens have been really worked, and it's not a good sign. And oh, I think we go dead. Do we make this? Oh, we do! Oh my goodness, we do make it! You are kidding!
20 ping and 6 Hearts is still alive. It makes a Godfiller too, so it means that they can continue this chase on the top side of the map. And yeah, I think the dynamic of these two games have been completely different, Hasso. Like in JD's game, it was like really, really fast paced, and then it slowed down. The survivors had really great chases. Now we have Sentry, who's kind of just struggling to get it down here, and I feel like this commit onto 6 Hearts is, well, it's turning out to be a mistake. 6 Hearts is just somehow making it work. Finally goes down thanks to my caster's curse, and we will see him go onto the second hook. But again, at what cost to Sentry has this happened? I think multiple generators should pop here. If not 3, if they were 3 splitting, but it seems like not just yet. So I've been counting the generators a little bit too early. That was bad. Oh, okay, we do catch the generator on 12 out, but that's Spin Burst being used. Pop of option and Call of Bind is going to be applied. One of them gets popped in the background, but yet again, Sentry I think knows that the generator pressure is on. If they just count this hook out, it will be 2 more generators done in the background, meaning that 4K1 is still, you know, not. It's going to be 4K1 with 1 death. So again, this is going to be exciting because we saw Sentry do so well in the previous set of Doctor, and now he needs to try and clutch. I would say clutch this situation back into a 4K1, but he's actually doing a really good job of applying cross map pressure, Hasso. So I don't know. Bleedout has to go for the trade eventually. Like, they can't allow Hearts to die here on hook. They've committed too much for it.
Yeah, I mean, this is that. You're right. They cannot let Hearts die here. This is going to be, if he dies here, this is not good. This could be in shambles. Oh my goodness, is he going to die? Oh my goodness, he's died. God. You're kidding. Yeah. Now, keep in mind, what? Wait, do they? Okay, so remember what happened last game. We did see 2 gens pop, I believe, maybe when there were 3 survivors left, and this is shambles now. This is not looking good. They have to play this incredibly well, the survivor side here for Team Bleedout. I mean, I'm, to be honest, I'm a bit nervous, and there we go. There's the generator. So remember, this is going to be... Oh, this is worrying. This is actually fairly worrying, as you know, it's Duck, so it's not JD, so not the injured survivor, but oh goodness, they're playing with fire here, and I think their best bet is literally what JD is doing. If Duck can live, he's doing it well. The smash hit comes into play, so if he can play this well and Duck just lives for a bit and he TP's back to Bandit, he's gonna send it. And oh my god, he's gonna just not even vault. So this has been very well played here from LV Duck. Now, if JD can, JD has got about 25 seconds remaining on generator. If he can last, this can go to Tycon. He is gonna make the window here. This is, oh goodness, this is gonna come down to the wire. Oh my god, he's gone the wrong way. This is going down to the corner. Oh my goodness! JD's gonna pop the generator! This is... Okay, that's Tycon. Okay, so... Here we go, ladies and gents. You don't play with fire against Bleedouts. JD would... I mean, the whole team would have been stressing when Hearts died, but my goodness. That has been incredible. What a chase from the big LV Duck. Props to that man. What a damn chase.
Wait, that gen is still high progress too. Oh my gosh, okay. Well, this trial's still not over, yeah. It's still not over, Hasso, because... You, like, Wait, what? Okay, well, maybe it's a bit over then.
I mean, unless
faster than what I
JD's gonna
expected.
loop for a 2.5 minutes till LV Duck bleeds out, then I mean, who knows? Anything really. I mean, here he goes, big JD. So there we go. That will be
That's
the
unfortunate.
the tie. That's a tie, I believe. So wait. Hold on a second. Was there a I'm not 100% sure, but was there oh, I don't even know. I'm not sure if there was a perk or a penalty. I honestly have no idea.
I don't believe so. I think in the previous set, I think there was a penalty which didn't
No, that
really
was the
affect
previous
that
set.
much.
Okay, you're correct. Yes,
Yeah.
sorry about that. So this is unfortunate. Gonna load up, boot up into this next game, and I tell you what, Bleedout's finding ways to just get off somehow, somewhere, and honestly, it's sort of you don't really know the words to use, but wow, has it been played really well, and both teams have brought their their fair share of ups and a few downs, and we are going to be running up the Wreckers Demo Gorgon. A great set to watch, Tavi, and one that's always interesting to tap into. So we will be loading in. And what do you think? What are your predictions for this one, Tavi?
Oh man, I just came back from a small little toilet break, and I see demo, I see that leftmost perk, and I don't know what Sentry's cooking up in Monstrous Shrine, Scourge Hook Monstrous Shrine. I don't know what he's cooking up with that, but if they brought it in, I'm going to trust their judgment. So, my prediction, I think if the first chase is short, Sentry should be able to get a tunnel out. So I'm gonna predict 4K with a short first chase. I do find Jazz though. Jazz did. Oh, okay. Jazz gonna make it with that, but his Doctor Chase wasn't as good as I think he would have wanted it to be. I think this demo chase would be a lot better. Look at that nice little dodge there from Jazz. Gonna preserve the health state. Sentry's going for the mind games. Jazz gonna give away that one now. But yeah, I think Jazz definitely will show up a lot more on the Vector's yard, but his smash has been used. He's zoned towards the edge map, so I think this will be just a down in this deep area map. So check. Oh, he makes the power now. I think he makes the power now. He has enough distance. I think he goes to the crouch again. No, but he does in the power instead. Unfortunate. But that's definitely, I think, a much better chase than the Doctor game. And considering Demo has a much better like lethality than Doctor when it comes to the chase, I think that is going to be a much better start. So I'm still not sure whether 4K is on the plates, but I believe Bleedout could go for outs here.
Yeah, I mean, wow, that was a lot better from Jazz. Obviously, somehow Sentry didn't get a pallet break on his first what is it called, shred, but really well played from the Survivor side, with Jazz going for a cheeky little 1-2 straight onto the man that, after last game, I don't know if I want to chase. I mean, not sure what happened there, but yeah, I mean, this man he was having a juicer, so I'm keen to see how he plays this one out, and it's just gonna be straight send it to the top of the map, and that's what he is going to do. So, LV duck.
Oi, oi, oi. He should have ducked. He might have made the crash tag.
Should have ducked. I like that one, but yeah, should have ducked. Yeah, I get it. Anyways, yeah. Look, it unfortunate. I have no idea how that hit. Again, not gonna question it. But we don't see the eruption. No eruption. So pop and pain res. Is this the play? Is it? I mean, Monstrous Shrine. Maybe you're right. Maybe he is cooking something up. You know what? You never know. You never know. So this will be an interesting one, Tavi. And you know, we're gonna see the unhook come in here, and LV Duck will probably get spotted out instantly. Scratch marks? Yes, here he is. So don't shred. So LV Duck. Oh, unfortunate there. So, but look at the gens. So they do have a couple gens working. There is no, if I'm not mistaken, Pain Res is okay. So I believe Pain Res was used. If I'm not mistaken, no, it wasn't used. So we're not gonna commit that gen. Okay, I like that. I like that. I like that. But there is plenty that can be played here, like pallet wise. I mean, there's a few more pallets. We're gonna spot Bandit. So you know, Bandit just gonna run around on the circle of doom here. And oh, okay, I thought that missed, but you know, we are gonna just return back to the hook here. And yeah, you know, I don't really know what you do here because Duck is gonna get tunneled out instantly, so they have to hop on this gen at 9, which could be a bit of a problem, to be honest, because the killer's there, LV Duck is right there. It's sort of in shambles, and you know, I
Where's the
don't know
bow?
if the man is hearing
Where's
things.
the bow? Where's the bow? He's gone! Where he's gone? He's working a gen! He just took the gen! No
That's
way.
Aura. Aura. Aura, I like it. We're going to heal the air now, so excited to see the air get some heal there. Look at that. Wow. But yeah, we are going to spot the big Jazz. Not sure if we're going to commit Jazz. Do we even see Jazz? Okay, we did. We did see Jazz. Just needed to be on board. Are we going to finish the heal? Not sure what. Okay, so okay, we are. So yeah, really well played from the survivors. So good outs, should be outs, no doubt. Where we are located now, we obviously see JD running up the Vittorio. Nice, cool skin he's got on there. So he is not going to fall for the mind games, and he's just going to whack down that pallet instantly. And you know, you gotta send it sticks, brother. You just gotta send it to the bottom of the map, and that's what JD's going to do now. He probably will get tagged here. That's the only problem. Oh my goodness, he doesn't. He's vaulted it as well. He's double vaulted it. This man is on another level. Being left. So we are now going to take the chase on to Panda, who's going to take a hit here over at 3. So, oh, wow. So JD with a cheeky little chase. And look at Jazz with the 60% on that generator now. You know, the shred just come in, and all these pallets here. Bandit needs to send it to the corner of the map. He does have a rock pallet here, so I'm not too sure what the play is here, and he does greed at once. Now, does he set up for the pallet save? So he is realistically on the pallet, which is not terrible. Oh my goodness. Okay. Duck does not make that, but that is going to be Bandit obviously going to be hooked here, so unfortunate, because that's a fresh, but I mean, they could just insta-pull. LV Duck could just turn around and say, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to get the pull. That could be what happens here now. Jazz, oh, he's just this man is incredible so far. You know, Jazz, oh, just on, I'm pretty sure he's, you know, not on too much ping, but I think he's on 60 or something. Like, Jazz is doing well. We see the big LV Duck, the bald head, come in here. So, you know, oh, this is a great performance, show match from from Bleedouts. They're playing this incredibly well. You know, we're gonna force the locker, and LV Duck just gonna, you know, burn time. Just say, you know what, we have to get out, and that is what they're gonna do. So I believe that is what we call a 5-stage 3 fresh. Wow, that was incredibly well done from Team Bleedout Tavi.
That's incredible. I don't know.
Welcome back, OSL gamers. So this has been an absolute cracker of a match so far. Obviously, we had Lirsanmarine taking the first set by a fair stretch. That was a should know this. I casted it. It's a doctor. So we had the doctor, of course, and we also had obviously Dredge, which was a tie. Incredibly well played from both teams there. So we are now on to the next one. So we played the first set. It was a 5-stage 3 fresh on the side of Lirsanmarine. Now we're going to see JD on the Demogorgon. So all he needs is, I believe, six stages. And he's got a 6. Okay, I'm not going to make an internal joke, but I think 6 or 7 stages to actually win.
Alright.
I didn't mean that deliberately. I'm not sure how the fresh works, so I believe it is around the 2-8 stage mark to win. But this will be really good for JD, as he got no deep gen. So this is actually not bad at all. They're all like, and he's got pain raise on hill. So what do you do? I mean, JD just gonna have to lock in and hopefully get his stages. So he's gonna just break the pallet, go straight to Shaq, and this is the oh my. Okay, I don't know if that's a spectator thing, but I did not seem to hit. But anyways, we won't discuss that. But we are gonna send it deep 6, perfect death spot here, the bottom of the map. There's no generator. There's only a hook. So, you know, of course, this is just going to be death spot. You got to just keep 6. Now, does he play the car? He doesn't. So, I mean, look at this. Roy's just having decent chasing. Just gets mind gamed there by the big J Dazar. So, you know, big JD, you know, knows what he's doing. He's spotted it. He has spotted the jewelry, the treasure. That is what you need. Obviously, maybe that's a bit of luck from Dead by Daylight side. Obviously, we saw, I believe it was Sentry on the Doctor who got a hill pain res. Now this man, JD, maybe this is his redemption. Maybe DBD has said, we want this game to go on for as long as possible. All these sets, and maybe that's what's going to happen. So JD just needs to keep an eye on that pain res and make sure no one escapes off that. And that's what he's going to do. JD is just going to probably get a tag here, and he doesn't. So, oh my goodness. So Microbug just playing this incredibly well. We do see the Bamboozle come into play here, and the little dance looking up. So, must have been pink, surely. Must have been pink. I mean, I'm not going to question it. We saw it. That's all that needs to be seen. But that is very unfortunate for JD, who's now going to take the chase on here to Sakura. So, yeah, so Sakura's going to have to juice for a little bit. Obviously has bus, but no, sorry mate, it's blocked. So this is going to be a death on 2. Hold on. Okay, not a death, sorry. It wasn't even a down. I don't know what I'm saying, but sorry, the monsters have gotten to me. I had a couple to fume me up, but we are going to see a down here onto Sakuda. So, I mean, look at this. Got a bit of progress, but his pain res, he's got one top on the hill as well, Tavi. What is this? I mean, that's pretty good. So, you know, this is... JD's playing this pretty well, considering the spot he's in. He just needs 6 to 8 stages, I think. I don't know the exact, maybe 6, I think. But, you know, JD just finding survivors left. He could just go for the fresh. He doesn't, so he's going to return to the hook here. And, you know, Tavi, how do you think this one gets played out?
Well, JD's obviously in a really good spot here. Just managed to secure the downs, and now actually secures the second tag to the deep wound onto Sakuta. That's the second gen of the trial going, but I don't think that gen pops soon enough, because again, since Bleedout managed to get 5 stages 3 fresh on their survivor side, as a like conversely, I guess, that means that Lira will need to have a 5 stage 3 fresh to meet its icon. So ideally 5 stages 2 freshes would be... Wait. yeah, 5 stages, 2 fetches would be enough for them, which is incredibly difficult, especially because they've got 4 stages and 3 fetches right now, and we've just found another survivor who's injured. So essentially, JD needs to just get one more hook to secure the tie. If they get another one on top of that, it's going to be enough because that'll be 6 versus 5, and they are popping the generators, but again, I do feel like it's just a bit too slowly in this trial because they kind of need to get them all done by now, and yeah, JD can just afford to go for a timeout, which is also an acceptable result, I think. Maybe not. I feel like could secure a win. That's another generator popping. Hold on a minute. If Sakuda can play out this chase, this is another generator popping. So if JD commits, and he knows he can't commit the chase, because if they commit and then they pop and they all get out, that's 4 stages. So good awareness from JD, saving that, and good body block there for Voices. So it's actually kind of funny because I thought this trial was completely done, and it seems like it should be done if Ace gets down here, which does happen, which will secure the 4th stage. So it's still it's still possible. It's crazy.
He's just got to camp it out. He has to camp this out. No,
he needs to camp out basement. Yeah, absolutely. And
so he's at 4 stages now. Oh my goodness! Don't tell me. Do not tell me this can't. No, not right now. I'm telling ya, my heart will not be able to handle this. You cannot do this. He's just slugging for it. He says, no. He goes back. So Jay Dazza knows what he's doing. They're all injured survivors, but they have to go in for the save, I believe, if they want to win. So, do they? Yeah, they have to. So, yeah, this is... Oh, it's a rough situation. Royces is on the other side of the map. JD needs to... I mean, this is a very difficult situation. I mean, you got to... It's in JD's favor realistically, but you know, he needs to focus and, you know, bring you know, that mindset that he's always had right now, and he needs to just lift if he really wants to take this set for his team. Now he could go second.
I don't think it's enough.
Okay, so
they're too late, because
that's 5. So that's tie, no?
Yeah, so that means
but they have to
they can't give away another stage. Yeah, so as I did get mentioned, Sakuda needed to trade the hook actually before the 2nd stage, because now if anyone goes down, now it's just possible for JD to camp them to death. So essentially what Leo have to do, they have to get in, 3 of them go in, 4 of them come out, and then 4 of them escape. That is what is required from this situation, which seems completely impossible, but they're trying to make it happen. JD is still bloody blocking the entrance. That's the first tag coming through. They're sending in the healthy survivor. They're trying to get the best out of the situation. JD is actually not even bothering to M1. That's going to be Sakuta. Sorry, Voice is getting M1. And JD's trying to body block. I think it should be successful, but remember, Shark Palette is still up. There's still healthy survivors left in the trial.
Oh my god.
He's not down yet. There's no way. There's no way this is possible, bro. There's still another 1 minute or so left in the trial. JD's committing onto Fresh Hook and can't go down here. Has the TLs to play out, but they're just waiting to leave a hatch.
They need... No, you can't do this.
No. He said it's on track. He predicted the hatch, and he's going towards the game.
Oh my god!
And it's 5 stages. Oh my god. Wait, hold on. Did they make the tread? Wait.
No, you are kidding!
Makes it. No way.
You are kidding!
Oh my god.
Welcome back, OSL. One word to define how I feel is probably speechless. What's just happened is you don't see that very often. It is, it's incredible. There's not much you can say, but you know, obviously we're going to head into our next set. So yeah, look, a really, really well played from Lirsanmarine. They deserve a medal. You know, it's unfortunate. And JD wouldn't be happy, but JD would be happy with this set. We have seen. I know for you know, Jarms created the saying, JD goes where JD pleases. Now, this is going to be something that this will define a lot here. He's played this before. We've seen JD on the bubba a few times. We're going to see a couple, bobs up and down because they know they know what this guy's skill is. But I would not underestimate Jay Dazza. We're going to see the light come here into the Claudette, and JD has got there's no gen progress at the moment, and he's running a bit of a different build. I'm not sure what the banned perks are, but we are going to see the chase come here to Royces. JD just getting a bit shaky here with it, so he's going to just destroy the pallet now. I haven't really seen much JD gameplay, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, a 4K5 last Clown Crew, which he won an award for. And I'm going to see some bags here from Royces. Now, this is, I mean, I still am speechless almost. The fact what's just happened, because we know, this is sort of more of a set that you can chill out on. But yeah, what do you think about it, Tavi?
Well, I will tell you something, Hasso. I'm actually, before I stopped playing DVD, I was actually getting into playing Big Hannibal, so I'm fairly, I would say fairly a bit more attuned to this character than some of the other killers, because I have some experience in it. And JD, he's kind of playing out the chases, trying to just remove the resources from the game, which is quite reasonable, but we get stuck, and Bug goes down off the ping. You can see that they actually crossed the pallet on their side, and now JD should be able to get this basement hook after 2 minutes in the trial. And yeah, this is not good, but at least we do see the 3-gen, the infamous 3-gen on this bot side of the map get popped for it. So whether our survivors will make it out of here is a different question. JD is going over to check now. Spidey sensors are tingling. He's going to the wrong generator though, and should get a notification just right now to head over to this area. So JD might be able to capitalize on this. There are 2 survivors in this area. Maybe he doesn't know about the second one. Does spot out N here, but N has plenty of distance, even with the chili and the speed. Shouldn't be able to make that. Yeah, I was correct. Cannot make that, and is unfortunate there. But still, this basement hook is going to be quite detrimental. You pretty much never want to give away a basement hook, but that is under the circumstance that the 3-gen is still available on the bottom side of the map. And if we have a look at the generator spread, the 3-gen is well, it's still a 3-gen, but it was not a 4-gen. Actually, wait, is this a 5? Oh no. Wait, I talked myself into thinking there was no 3-gen. And then it got popped, and then there's actually like a relative 5-gen on the bottom side. We're gonna get it down here, and I think our ace doesn't make that. Huge mistake.
No.
Yeah, you cannot ever go full basement.
You can't do that. You can't do that. Oh no.
Disaster.
Oh wow. I mean,
ladies and gentlemen, that is why if you dead hard a Bubba chainsaw, you're probably not gonna get anywhere. Just a quick little tip for anyone. But yeah, just be aware of that, because this is now turned into a very, very clear 4K. Very, very clear.
I mean,
you cannot wiggle away out of this one.
You can't. You just can't. And I bet JD's got a bit of a smirk on his face. Probably questioning what the play there was, but yeah, you can't do that, unfortunately. But they do have a bit of gen progress going, so that's the questionable part. They actually do have a bit. So does he let go of one generator? I'm not sure. This one's got a bit more progress, I believe. So, I think that he's trying to ice it. They will be popping this generator over, I believe. Yeah, this is going to be... I think you just go back to the hooks and patrol them, really. I mean, not that I can see anyone escaping them, but, yeah, I mean, you got to really keep an eye, and unless I saw, like, one of those dusty balls, pause, but if a dusty, a bit of, crap on the floor. Oh, no. No, oh, wait. I mean, it's gonna be a 4K.
Yeah, you have to get into lockers now. You cannot afford. You have to both get into lockers. Good awareness from Sakuta to take a hit and goes into locker. But they're gonna go down anyway. Yeah, at least they got out of the basement situation. It's good to see that happen. But again, there's still 2 downs here and an injured on the table who has been burst at least, but I don't know. It just seems impossible, Hasso. I don't think they can get out of 4K3. Like last trial, it seemed impossible that they would not meet the tire condition, but they did manage to do it. And I cannot see a world this
Yeah.
time. If I'm wrong again, I'll personally I'll swallow my water bottle. But like, I just cannot see it happen. So look, JD most likely is going to lock in a 4K3. Really, really nicely done by JD. I do know JD has picked up the cannibal. In I think the past year has been scrimming it quite a lot since then. So it's really eager to get the chainsaw going. And we did see him try and get a clip, and it was unfortunately unsuccessful. But I think this trial is very clear indication of what happens when you make a singular mistake against a JD Baba. So yeah, Sakuda is just going to take out the last final moments of this chase. Blood loss probably is going to mean they don't make a window here. So yeah, that's just going to be 4K3 for JD. So very impressive result. Considering that first down came in after 120 seconds. That first down came in 2 minutes into the trial and is still walking away with one of the best results you can. So yeah, well played, JD.
Yeah, well played. Yeah, I mean, you can't. This man is another level on the Bubba. I mean, he knows what he's doing. He obviously, I think Tavi where Lirsanmarine went wrong, is I think more in the fact that they struggled when they got that double unhook, or when they got the first unhook and the 2 survivors. I believe it was Bug and N. So I think that's where it sort of went to shambles. But a 4K3, wow, that is a difficult win con for Lirsanmarine. A 4K4 wide. So what can you do really? You can't do much. But you never say no to a challenge. We saw what happened in the demo. It was close, but I think this will be one for the ages. So we will be taking a short intermission. But wow, I tell you what, this is incredible. To watch. So we will be going into a quick intermission, and we'll be back with you shortly.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, my number one has been completely thrown out of the park. So my number two will be that Mr. Killer here, Sentry, needs to get a 4K4 to win, which is fairly unreasonable, I'd say. But JD doesn't make. Oh, he does make. Or does he make? Oh, he does. Oh, okay. That would have been huge. So yeah, number two, Sentry needs to get a 4K3 to tie things up, as I would say 4K4 is a bit unreasonable. And yeah, at this point in the game, you've got a chase going on in the deep area of the map, and JD is still managing to find a good amount of safety around here. So it's a question, I think, of whether JD can get out of here or stall enough time to make it, worth the generators to play this out. He pops the live, and I think makes another filler, right? There's another filler here, and he gets flicked. Wait, does he get flicked? No, he makes it. And I think, yeah, okay, I think this is enough time. So 2 gens should pop for this chase, I would assume, and Bleedout's looking in a really, really good spot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, hang. What's that perk called again? Make your choice. So,
Make your choice.
I just think it's ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, JD forcing the locker now. He knows when to get out, and oh my goodness! So he's gonna get grabbed. So, Jay Dazza, what a man, what a player. They pop that first gen, and that's going to be deadlock onto the next, and we're going to see the big LV duck. Now, wouldn't it be incredible if a 4K4 somehow happens? Or should I just say, if a tie somehow happens? You wouldn't really know what's going on. And, okay, this is the turning point. This could be a turning point right here. Drag to basement? No, you can't make it, I don't think so. Oh, this is... it's nerve-wracking, to be honest. But look at the background. You do see the big Jazzathon working a generator. He would be happy to pop it and then just probably let the big duck sit, and that's probably what's going to happen. So we do see the generator pop there towards 12, I believe, and this is pretty stock standard so far from Bleedout. I mean, that'd be common, and you know what? No, it was Hearts, I think, Tavi, that went dead on the dredge set. So you know, I tell you what, Bleedout's putting on a show, and there's a lot to take out of this set, especially. And I think the plan is you let Duck go second, or you face camp him. I mean, I guess I've always questioned myself. How can competitive Dead by Daylight let you get anti-camp and get yourself off the hook? But I guess we'll never know, because it definitely would not be something that would work. So yeah, we do see LV Duck go second, and a bit of Jen, and we're going to see Jazz, I believe, drop down and run over towards 10. So yeah, Jazz just needs to play this to the best of his ability, needs to get on a generator. So I'm not sure if main has popped Harvey, but I think it has, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, they're just going to have to get one generator done. They have one goal. Get one. Look at JD smacking that gen out. So, wow. I mean, at this point, you just force chase. And you just go down. I reckon. I mean, there's not much. There's nothing else really you can do. I mean, it's one generator for the big JD. One generator. I bet Sentry isn't expecting it to pop this soon. I mean, he's probably like, not sure, but that will be the win con for Team Bleedout. So, we've got what do we have next? We've got the Nurse, I believe, which will be again JD on the killer. But nah, really good performance, and honestly, I don't know if this. I reckon this could be a 4K target, if I'm being honest. But he needs to work fast. Yeah, I reckon this could be a 4K. Obviously, there's still 2 gens remaining, but it depends how long LV Duck does not care about how many pellets are left for the teammates. He's just going to drop them. He does not care. And we're going to see the B modes. I think he brought Lightborn. I don't know what happened there. And
9 games?
Yeah, I mean, Tavi, it's not looking obviously great. They've lost this set. How do you see it playing out?
Well, we're heading into the 5th set with 2 tied intermediary sets, and now it's 1-1. So just imagine this is just going to be a best of 3 between these 2 sets, pretty much going into this Nurse set, as we will see Nurse followed by Dredge, and then Demo, which the previous 2 were replays. And I think Duck's chase here has been quite exceptional. Just as a general rule, you don't want to like chase around main building as an M1 killer, because you can see how miserable it is. But yeah, I think Bleedout's kind of gaining quite a bit of initiative, despite the demo set perhaps ending in a tie. They still, I think, should be really happy about the Survivor set of the demo. Getting 5 stages is very impressive. Now they managed to get outs against Sentry's Bubba, and by the way, noted here that it is currently looking like a 4 stage if they managed to get everyone out, which is a very good performance. And also JD's killer just got a 4K3, so I think Bleedout's definitely riding on quite a high here going into this Nurse set. So I think if JD can deliver a good result, Bleedout survivors have shown before that the survivor set on Nurse is not to be underestimated. So I think yeah, definitely I would say Bleedout have a slight upper hand going to the Nurse set, but then with the 2 other set replays, I think it's anyone's game, as we saw. Like I think both those sets from both teams, they felt so different, yet they had exactly the same result, which I find quite incredible.
Yeah, I mean, look, at the end, I mean, when I meant 4K, I don't know if I was actually I mean, the chase that LV Duck has, that's now 2 that have been very crucial. And, obviously it was already Wincom before the chase, but really, really well played by those survivors. That is stages, I believe. 7? Yeah, I think 7 stages. Yeah, 7.
Alright, everyone, welcome back to the 5th set of this evening's semi-final game. So, it is the 5th set, and we are currently sitting at a definitive score of 1 set to Bleedout and 1 set to Lira. So, yeah, we will have to replay some of the tied sets, but first of all, of course, is going to be Nurse. So, the original tiebreaker, so the original tiebreaker is now going to be the first of potentially 3 tiebreaker sets. Isn't that just great?
I mean, it's great, but did you notice the prestige on this potential player? I'm not sure if you did, but this is a P100. So, they best bet they know what they're doing on this killer. I mean, obviously these sets are getting late. This was the original tiebreaker, and it's probably nearly past my bedtime. But I love casting, so I'm gonna stick with it. Better pop the 3rd monster of the night probably, but we are gonna see a good little stealth from the survivors, and no JD found. He's gonna get blink hit, so we do have the mangled add-on, so this is gonna cause problems for the survivors. But notice that JD does have the what's that perk? The self-care, is it? Oh, okay, so down, bang, straight to the face. Not looking great for Team Bleedout for this set, but when I say we're only 1-1, I mean that. It's not 2-2, it's 1-1. We've had 2 ties, incredibly, which is it's ridiculous. So, this is really, really well played so far from potential. Just getting the first down onto JD, the commander, the general, and they're going to try and double the gen, and I believe that was Jazz that got stuck on the rock there, and get the pop eruption value now. Tavi, is Pain Rays banned on ST? I think so. I should
Yes,
know
it
this.
is.
Okay,
It is.
so yeah, I should know that. Of course, no one's going to be running Blight with Pain Rays. But oh my goodness, so Bandit. I mean, seriously, he's got away. He's got away. So we do have DS on. So you better get keen for that. And we're gonna play. And wow, what a blink from potential. That is a lot of potential. That is skill at its finest. We don't, often see. I haven't really seen P100 nurses these days. But yeah, this will spark a good, really good start for Team Lirsanmarine. Now, they must have been confident. Now, the thing is, you don't undermine Bleedout. They've played this map a fair bit as of recent versus Shinto and got a win over Shinto. Shout out to the fan club, but we did notice that this team in Bleedout has played this map a fair bit in the past couple weeks. So it's they've obviously played Shinto and had the Singu set. So I'm sure that they've got an idea. And oh, Jazz is gonna get hit. This is not great for the survivors at all. Tavi, 1 gen's popped. There's already 2 hooks, 1 injure. So what do you do here, Tavi, when you're
I feel like I actually partially disagree with the statement. Sure, there's 2 hooks, but the 2 hooks have been spread, and the hook that was not camped out was on a survivor with a passive build. So JD was the one with the life, desperate measures, self-care, Deja, and they got left alone after the hill hook. So now it's actually going to be Bandit, who has the DS, the second chance perk, going to second. So I feel like that is a bit more optimal for Team Bleedout here. Even though, of course, it's an additional hook technically, they managed to kind of buy gen time instead. So while all that shenanigans were happening, we get 2 generators done. for this hook, and I would not be surprised if another one does get popped here. And you can see the consequences of these hooks coming through is that now these like maybe an extra 20 to 30% of the generators are completed. Now suddenly a couple of more gens done. Suddenly the 3 gens are not really looking that defendable, and yeah, even with 3 gens left, it's not really clear where the gen setup is to defend for potential. You can see one at main, you can see one towards Shack, and one towards the mid, and I guess one near this hill. But even then, those generators are high progress now, and this trade will come through, and assuming the sun will come through too for potential. But again, as I was saying before, it's on the DS Survivor. They don't have anything but the DS, which is going to be unfortunate. But with this hit, they could make some edge map distance, maybe with the DS, buy some time, maybe fake a dead hard too. It's still got a lot of stuff, and still very dynamic.
Okay, there you go. So you're right, I was wrong. So unfortunate there. So wow, what a second blink. My God, bang! Just lights out right there. So really well played there from Potential. What a second blink. I mean, that's incredible. But look at that. They're down to 1 gen remaining, Tavi. They have got, I don't know how their split's looking, but yeah, I mean,
It's fine.
it's okay, I think, yeah. I mean, it's...
Jazz missed a skill check. No, Jazz, tell me you did not miss a skill check. Jazz missed the skill check. Oh,
You're kidding, that
and
could be detrimental. Just
that's
gotta die
huge.
edge here.
I think Jazz needed to hit the great skill check to get a full heal, and then he must have missed
Right, because
and
he's
gave away his
mangled.
position. I don't think the mangle would have affected the medkit charges, but because I think the add-ons that are forced on the medkit, they don't give you enough for exactly 2 heals unless you hit like 2 or 3 great skill checks. Jazz must have missed it there, and he's gonna get hooked here on this top side, which is not really that great because now, I mean, Potential just has information of always knows where this one survivor is, and as soon as the unhook happens, it'll be 2 survivors. So, of course, the will make it reset should come through in time if Potential does not decide to interrupt it. But again, I feel like that was just it's a really unfortunate mistake here for Bleedout because they were on a really good run here on this nurse set. Of course, you're gonna sit the generators again, but Jazz is just gonna be the next target here of this.
Oh!
I don't know. Nice dead hard though, and he should be able to play this chase out hopefully.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Jazz, can he redeem himself?
Whoa!
That's gonna be eruption value. So it's honestly, it's not bad. I think they've done pretty well. But my goodness, wouldn't it be incredible, Tavi, if we went to another tiebreaker? I mean, seriously, I'm gonna have to crack the 4-pack of Monster. I mean, this is... I honestly would not be so... I'm honestly worried that... Not even worried because it would be so entertaining, but if there's a third tie, I mean, I don't really know what I would say, but wow, has it been incredibly played, well played from the survivors. But look, the game is not over. If this is the man himself, if this is the big LV Duck, you don't want to chase him. So no, it's JD. I mean, I wouldn't want to chase JD either, but JD's pressuring that gen now. JD is just getting, trying to burn time, doing what LV Duck did. So, unfortunately does not get the second blink off. So what is that? 45 seconds needs to last. The J does it. Now does he get the stun? Oh my goodness! Well played from Big JD. Wow,
He's still trained.
Tavi. Oh my goodness. They get the hook scot-free. Incredible. So well played. Now Jazz has to... He's got a last, but the chase will be taken on to LV Duck. Now, obviously I'm pretty sure they hit the generator here and we will get the eruption value. But LV Duck needs to send it, preferably behind main. I think JD will hop on that gen very shortly. No, he doesn't, so I'm not too sure what LV Duck and the plan is here. So we are out, but we're out for blood. And, This is going to be where these survivors have to clock in and think. They need to stealth and reset, and that's what they're going to do. Unfortunately, no one else has self-care, so it makes it a lot harder for the survivors because JD's got the self-care. But yeah, I mean, they're in a sticky situation here, and they're going to almost have how many times a gen can be hit if they want to pop this final one. But yeah, I mean, how do you see this playing out, Tavi? You reckon it's a 4K1?
I think Bleedout have very good chances to get 4K0 if not out because they're playing this very patiently. They're understanding the situation really well. In this spot here, it's kind of like a time, like a ticking clock for potential because they need to manage. They need to try and find the resets. I mean, they did find JD here. Should get it down. I think due to the lack of information on anyone else. But JD's found himself in a very nice death spot. So I think yeah, I think it's fine. Actually, manages to nearly extend that out for a bit longer, but yeah, I was gonna say like they really needed to try and like stealth out for the reset on Jazz because Jazz's medkit's gone. He can't reset himself. Actually, no one can, as we were saying before. So now with Jazz being injured and the Duck working Shaq, it's just a lot more difficult than if Jazz were healthy because it's just gonna make, yeah, again that extra additional reset is gonna take time, which I feel like our survivors don't have. Duck is he's trying to bait the chase with the spin burst. It is gonna work. Potential's gonna force the spin burst out of this and probably head back to Hook in this scenario, knowing that there's 2 injured survivors and it's heading back towards main, trying to gauge the situation here. And it seems like no, they're just trying to cut off Duck. And if Duck has been playing passive here, this is going to be a huge overcommitment from Potential. Duck is... Oh, he just gets spotted here. But I think that was still enough time for Duck to abort for it to be worth the play here. Because now he's going to make it all the way to this other side of the map. And Potential is still going to struggle to find a good hook location. But Duck, I think, did not run edge map. Potential is going to get slightly better hook. So yeah, it's just still a really interesting spot. JD's self-caring on his own. Very good perk usage there from Bleedout. Leaving self-care person injured. So it's still anyone's game to finish off my thought process there, Hasso. Like I don't think it's a 4K1. It's not necessarily a 4K1. JD has the self-care. He just used it there to heal up to full. And Jazz still has a dead hard in the back pocket. Deli's also active on Duck, so our survivors seem to have a lot more resources than they have. JD is going to get tagged though. That's really, really bad. But they might be able to get Shaq done for this. I don't know. It's going to be close.
Yeah, I mean, wow, that's... Look at them both cranking the gen, so... Yeah, this is... it's going to be... I mean, you say give or take. It's a 4K1, I believe. And, you know... It is what it is. Unfortunate that they can't pop their final gen, Team Bleedout, but wow. What a game. You know, at the start I thought it looked terrible for the survivors, and they've got it down to 1 gen remaining, and you know, the man Jazz, who can cook up a storm, is going to be left, and LV Duck is going to be probably committed here because he is the non-death hook survivor. It means they don't have to patch, so this will be Duck dead or
nice.
what's the word? I don't even know, but we're slugging. But yeah, it's been very good to see Potential just really using the nurse's potential.
Add-on value?
Oh my goodness. So I mean, fair play. Jazz, good on respect. Just seen him, was like, nah, I'm not running around the map to pick up my man LV Duck. So that'll be the 4K1 to Lirsanmarine. Now, what can JD pull off on the nurse? What can he do? I mean, well, it's gonna be close, but we will see. I mean, I'm not putting a tie. I'm not saying a tie isn't. Honestly, I reckon it could be a tie. But yeah, this is definitely gonna go deep into our bedtimes.
To achieve a better result as survivors, but it's definitely possible. So, my question is it going to be another 4K1, Hasso? Because if it's another
Don't.
4K1, oh boy, we are going to be in
I
for
mean,
quite a long night, and you might have to
don't
open another wall pack.
don't get me started with the with all that. I mean, there's been a lot of ties, and gosh, who knows? I mean, I wonder if ties just if each game just has a tie and it's a tie key they keep going. I wonder if at some point they just call it a night. And so
Oh,
oh,
fat shame,
fat shame. So
unlucky.
I said it first, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, this will be interesting to see how it is played out. I believe as JD's gonna spot a survivor. I believe that was N, if I'm not mistaken. But so yeah, this is gonna be come right down to the wire, Tavi.
Birds resetting, birds flying off. I think JD saw that too, so we should have our first chase initiated. Look at that, good game sense. And at least we're not running around the map with Crop going out. So yeah, I mean, good try by Leva. I think there's a little bit, unfortunately, a little bit too much of that stealth there, as Jake does take the chase into Crop. I don't think I saw Jake's build before, but with the medkit, it's either going to be aggressive or passive. You do see them try and make the edge map. They're going to go down and get this game started. So there's a nice 3-gen here, as I think we were looking at earlier. The Crop was in these 3 bottom side generators. So I'm kind of interested to see what JD does here. Like, what kind of gens would they want to try and pressure? He's actually trying to look for the Deliverance Survivor with this first stealth of the trial, but it's not going to find anyone there except some Macmillan walls. So yeah, JD, yeah, is going committing all the way up to the 11, and here's a bit of the problem, Hasso. Like, because this hook is like so deep into the map, because it's so deep, you have to be confident, and JD has to be confident and extend all the way out to these far side hooks. And you can see the survivor's already here, and there's actually the Deliverance Survivor who is on hook. Oh my, that is mighty unfortunate.
I mean, yeah, it's not. JD's having an alright start. He needs to find the Sakuda here, so doesn't seem to spot. You're kidding. No.
No.
Oh my goodness, that could be game changing. Wow. So we're gonna get a bit stuck up here, and this is not looking good, is it, Tavi? I mean, JD needs to find the tunnel out as soon. Oh my god, and they're gonna heal themselves. Was that Delhi?
It was, yeah, it was Delhi.
Oh my god, but so they can heal themselves. So unfortunately, they won't be getting the Delhi value, but they will be.
Another gen. Oh my god.
This is not looking good for the big man JD.
And Veget Fate's also going.
Oh, it's just.
I think it pops right.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Are you watching, like, do you have your own perspective? How do you know that? Did you see him cleansing, or? I mean, you just built like that, I guess, Tavi, just different knowing.
I was looking at the HUD. I saw during that downtime where JD was just trying to find a survivor, I saw the gen being completed, I saw the totem being worked on, and like, what other totem could it be that the obsession would be working. And even though JD does get the down here, look at the amount of work that survivors have put in just for, JD's commitment to try and find the tunnel out. Couldn't find it, goes to kick a gen, suddenly there's 2 gens done, and N is also getting the 3rd one. So yeah, I will admit, Hasso, it's much easier to call out a lot of these survivor decisions when there's a HUD showing everything, which I do appreciate quite a lot, because I think last year we did not have that feature. But yeah, JD's definitely on the ropes at the moment, with these gens being really, really well progressed by Lira. Also, no clear tunnel out either, so just as I say that, Mr. Jake Park shows himself. Yeah, I mean, look, it's still not over for JD because, of course, there's still that 3-gen on this bot side that is available for JD to defend, and he's taking a chase around this edge map on our Jake, who is a potential tunneler. So Jake's also running into the 3-gen, so I don't really know if this is quite as good as running into the main building, but seems like they're just going down in the corner, which I think this is a slight strategy mistake here from Sakuta or Jake. It seems like they got the 3-gen complete though, so
Wow.
I take back my words, and yeah, Olivia's still looking fine here.
I mean, Tavi. I mean, there's 2 gens left. I can't say it. I can't say it, but could it be? I mean, could it be? Could it be? Just, I mean, this
Possible.
is. This might be just at this point like a whoever speed runs the game faster wins. I mean, this is incredible. So we will see the nurse obviously just slashing, and oh my goodness,
And he's dead.
Look at the gens. Look at the gens though. That's what you got to keep in mind. Look at the gens. Oh no. This could be a tie. This could be a tie. Oh,
This could be a 2.
It could. No, they're gonna pop in the next sec. Oh no.
Oh, they're popping main.
Tavi, we're gonna be here all night, mate.
Die.
I'm gonna have to. Oh, right. This is incredible. I mean, seriously, they need to double a gen and get the hell out of there. I mean, oh! Okay. The play here, what do you do? What do you do? Oh, okay. Keep in mind how many times that generator has been hit. That gen has been hit a shitload of times. So I'm not sure how many more times it can be hit. But Tavi, I mean, there's the gen split. I mean, it's pretty close. No, like, yeah. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's pretty close. JD,
Oh wait, hold on.
Is that full? Oh my god, I think that's maxed out.
But I think Bug is also going AFK. I don't know what Bug's doing right now.
Oh,
I don't know what Bug's doing. Why are they staying in the base?
Farming? I've got no idea. Maybe
it seems to me that they look like they're AFK. I don't see any reason why they would stand here.
Yeah,
unless they're doing some insane mind game.
Maybe.
Like,
yeah, I mean, maybe they're trying to mind game the casters. I mean, maybe he's had to go open the front door, see if someone's come home. I have no idea.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate because JD's committing to Claudette now. It's
okay. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Okay, but look, oh no, this could be a tie, and I mean that like it could be another tie. Or this. Oh my goodness, this could be a tie.
It might be. Again, keep in mind, Hasso and Chan out there. Remember that generator had been kicked quite a lot of times previously. Eruption has already procced on that gen, presumably 3 to 4 times. So the regression events are running out. Perhaps, again, potentially even gone by now. It seems like, yeah, those spikes are extremely high. Yeah, those are really, really high on the generator, and JD will only have like 1 or maybe just no kicks left. So JD is playing the patient game, trying to let the generator maybe regress in time. But that's Unbreakable coming up, and now JD's going back and he's going to leave the generator. So I think that means, because I don't think JD would have thought that's Unbreakable, I think the Survivor's going to double the generator now and maybe get it done. And this could be the blind side to turn this game around. Yeah, they're doubling. And JD's committing. Oh no, he's actually going back to the generator. So we'll be aware of the unbreak play. This is why I love Nurses, bro. When they come to this, it's so incredibly great to watch, and that's a beautiful thing from JD. But they're going back to the generator because they don't want to lose that Shack gen. Oh, this is so dynamic, and I love watching this. Hasso.
I mean, this is. Oh no! He's been outplayed by the big bug. The big
Claudette's on the gen.
naughty bug.
Oh
You are
my God.
kidding. Oh my goodness. Okay, he gets hit here. So, Tavi, this is gonna come down to the
Incredible.
wire. You know, oh, just you know, I'm gonna be no. Okay, so we do have eruption. Keep that in mind now. This is just gonna have to be you send it
Sakuta's
corner.
gen.
Okay, so
Sakuta's
going back.
gen. JD can't commit the chase because of Sakuta's gen.
You're
But then
right.
now Claudette's gonna jump back on with Deja, maybe double it with. Oh wait, hold on. No, oh, I understand now. So, oh my God. So Bug is gonna pressure the gen that can't be used anymore. That Bugadon that misses. There's no eruption just yet. So now what they're gonna do? They're gonna do a two-pronged attack, is what I'm gonna assume. So one of them gets on the unable to kick generator. This one, they have to go to this gen, but then Claudette's gen pops in the time, surely with Deja Vu, and it doesn't even matter. I think they get 6 generators done in this trial, and Lyra is going to walk away with the nurse set victory. Amazing, amazing gameplay.
Wow, 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 wow. I mean, Tavi, it's one step closer to the grand final. Is Lirsanmarine, but it is not over. We go to the what a blink by Jay Dazza. No remorse. Fair enough. What was I saying? We go to the Dreadshed now, I believe. Now, I wonder who's tipped to win this, because it could be anything. It could be a tie again. Now, I'm not trying
9 stages.
you know, that's incredible though. Really well played, but yeah, I am low-key. Oh, I don't really know what to say, but, you know, well played from the survivors. Unfortunate for Jade D, he obviously couldn't get any more kicks on the generator, which is unfortunate. That's the only real downside, I guess, to eruption. But it is a great perk, do not get me wrong. But, you know, unfortunate that he almost, they just forced that gen. They really wanted it to be used and played. So yeah, we will definitely come back to watch after we find this. No. So we're just gonna crawl ourselves out, I guess. There's no way. I mean, if that happened, I'd throw my controller at the wall. Yeah. So JD will be spotting the survivor, and I see probably one of the oddest.
Is still a task to perform as well as the other team did, as the reverse side. So I do agree with that kind of like that confidence part of it. Like if JD can secure a good result, it's gonna kind of like snowball into the next set. They do manage to find the first survivor fairly quickly though, an immediate locker teleport, which makes sense. And this power's gonna be played out. I think there's good patience from both sides, but N's gonna take the hit and run straight towards the bot side Godfiller. So I want to see how JD approaches this, because yeah, there didn't seem to be many lockers in this area, so it does go for the cutoff instead as the chase continues. And yeah, there's really not that much around here. Maybe the window spawned, but maybe it didn't, as we do see that it's not blocked off, and the pre-drop is going to result in the down. So another very fast down for JD. Again, as I said, we can see JD get have the lethality. You can see him get the downs, and it's very like mechanical downs. But he needs to keep this up for the entire trial, as yeah, in the previous judge set, I think in that 3v1, like we just saw some incredible Lyra chases. So again, off to a good start here, but he'll need to keep it up. Ruin is gone as well, I believe, so that is something to take note of.
Yeah, I think Ruin is a big one, and that has a massive impact on how the game is played out, because how strong the perk is now. And look at this, JD, sort of the same start that we saw. I mean, no gens have popped yet. There's one that's going to pop, but I tell you what, this is anyone's game, Tavi. Seriously, it is literally anyone's game, and you know, I guess you gotta look at it as who has more, like I said, wants. And I think right now, I mean, they're all on generators except for N. So this will be good, and En's gonna get chased here, and the holder checking here. So well played by En. So
Nice.
gonna take down here. So yeah, look, I think overall this is actually not terrible for the survivors, but they are just TPing to a Gen, and the Gen is gonna have an injured survivor, which is Roy's. Unfortunately, we are gonna go down, and the surge comes in onto that Gen. So yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate, but yeah, and I think that's a pass fault. Not sure what that was, but in the background, but yeah, I think we will see a pretty damn good game from the big J does it now. You can tell that. Do you bring Eruption in this situation, Tavi? What do you think, perk-wise? Do you think running the same build is the strat, or what do you think?
I think, okay, JD has definitely put in a lot of time into considering what's optimal, so I can see the idea behind every perk in this lineup. I think Blood Favor and Ruin is an extremely good combo. So I feel like having Eruption kind of takes away from that in a respect where the survivors cannot find the totems, and then it's going to be difficult for them to activate the Eruption anyway. So that kind of makes sense. But then for a team that can find the totems and cleanse Ruin and Blood Favor, I feel like it's better just not to bring the totems and bring Eruption and Pop and something like Columbine or Sloppy. But again, of course, JD has their own reasons for bringing the perks that are on screen. I think, yeah, not bringing Eruption is of course fine. So we're gonna take the next chase onto our ace. That's a really not 20 ping hit there from JD, which might call him up on that one. But it's a nice setup here for Bug. So it's just gonna be the leave again after tag, which is, I think, quite significant because JD is not been able to kill anyone just yet. He's got 3 hooks, but only two of them are on a single survivor. So, oh, nice little stealth here though. He's coming through onto bathroom. Actually, he might get interrupted. The Claudette stealth might come through. They're right behind that little bit there, and I don't think JD saw him. He just went right past. It was in the other room. No, gets the kill instinct now. JD knows they're up here and does get tagged for it. So it's going to force a trade slightly earlier than what would have wanted. So it's up to Sakuda to play out this final chase. Still has a couple of good pallets left on the map. So I hope that can go out quite nicely. It's 10% extra, but no, this pallet's already dropped. No, it's back up. No, it was never dropped before, and he actually makes the pallet and the stun, so he can get away from the situation. Has the smash hit too to make extra distance. Now JD has to guess which direction Sakuda went. Doesn't want to take the chances there, so sees his scratch marks now going up towards this 10 area, and will actually teleport away, trying to catch out a potential rotation, but now teleports back. JD, I feel like this is the indecision which caused the problem in the previous trial.
Yeah, I mean, okay, we'll let that one slide. That was just a unfortunate event there, but wow, survivors, Tavi. I mean, they've unfortunately that is there's now 2 survivors death hook, but you know, Nightfall's just started. This is where the problem starts. I think Tavi. Being injured during Nightfall with Sloppy, it's not a fun task, and they need to heal, but it is going to be a difficult thing to do.
300!
Oh my goodness, you're kidding. So unfortunate there, as one of them's going to go down here, and it's going to be the Claude. And unfortunate there, look at the light while you're down. I always, love that. But we're going to see the TP from the big man, or the old big man, Jay Dazzle. It's yeah. This is honestly, if you look at it in retrospect, I mean, it's, oh my goodness. Okay, well, this has sort of gone to shambles now. 4K2 is up for grabs now. Now it's up to the survivors. It really is. But we know what happened last time, Tavi. We know exactly what happened. We saw the big JD unfortunately had 2 gens popped when I believe there were 2 survivors remaining. So this is going to be a test. And oh my goodness, he's just this man is just too smart. I cannot lie to you. He is way too smart. The big J and D. So, oh, this is. Oh, I don't really know the words to describe, but yeah, this is looking good for
Oh, he catches
JD.
two.
I mean, oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, Tavi, what's the best bet here for survivors? What can they do? Do they just reset? Like, well, what do you think?
I don't think they can afford the time to reset this. If they get caught resetting, it is an immediate game over, especially because sloppy. But they're going for it anyway, so a bit of a risky play. I mean, they are kind of close to a locker in the corner, but I don't think it's near any generator, so I guess maybe it is going to pay out and they do get the resets, but this is still such a difficult situation for both sides because on one hand, JD doesn't want to let a generator pop, so he's just checking around, but then he's losing time trying to interrupt the reset, which I guess is kind of guessed is happening at this point in time because, you know, it's checked every generator. So he's just looking around, is not able to find the survivors, which is really, really good for the survivors. And is actually using, I think, maybe some sound to try and check through the walls, but no, they do get the double reset off, and Sakura is going to, you know, tick away on the 30%. Also, Nightfall is here. Do see a heartbeat, and survivors are playing it very safe, so very nicely done there. Do catch out Bug here on this 12 side, but I don't think JD's interested. I feel like maybe could have maybe committed for attack, but catches out the rotation, and this is exactly what JD wanted here. Transitions the pressure around, and it seems like N doesn't even go for the trade because they were just down hook, so they get cut off as well. JD is just, yeah, okay, JD is completely locked in, and I think that is going to be enough to secure a 4K2, so I really don't see how survivors get out of this one. JD could just go at any time and just kill Claudette because they're on death hook, and it's still one hook. Still trying to find Nightfall. Killstick does find the upstairs, so yeah, that is going to be the last piece of the puzzle. Oh, yep, there we go.
Oh my goodness. Yep. 4K2. 4K2. You know.
Just waiting for the survivor to die. I think.
Yeah, I mean.
That's actually class, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's GG's. What is there to really say? 4K2. I don't really want to say it, Harvey. Do I want to say it? I don't know. Could this be a tie? If they, I don't know why I say it, but I think it's, yeah, it's
Possible?
not. It's possible. It is very possible. So, you know, we will see the 4K2. Welcome back, OSL. We are back for another Dredge game now. We have sat through many of games today, and you know we're getting closer to the end, but this will be the side of Bleedout, which will be on the Survivor here. This is Bleedout's pick originally, so this will be, you know, this will come down to the wire. You know, I think realistically, both teams know what it could happen. But you know, I think, you know, it depends on the start. I'm obviously, I think, you know, Tavi, I think we can agree that the start Nightfall has a crucial effect on how well your team performs comes, you know, the end. But I think, you know, obviously we're going to spot Bandit here, but I don't think there's been any switches unless Jazz was on this set. I don't know if any survivors have actually changed, so I'm not sure, and we've seen this mind game plenty of times. You know, the one where they hold the remnant, play like a bug, but it works. It works. So, you know, I respect it. So 6 hearts are gonna get hit here, and I thought, oh my goodness, what is that? Okay, so we're running Penty. We're running Penty. I don't really know what to say. Wow, we're moving fast, but we're not. We can't get the pallet save. Wait, no way. If I think what's gonna happen. Oh my. No, it's not. I thought it was thought it was Blood Favor because that came in clutch and got the pallet save there. But
Chat.
that'll be, you know, not terrible. But yeah, how do you you know, rate the start there, Tavi? Do you think is that a good start? Is it a, you know?
Chat, we have a problem. Because they just cleansed the totem right under the hook. So now, if they want to pressure the totem of the Pentimento, which is a minus 20%, then yeah. So if they want to try go for the totem, then there's just a chance, right, that it gets interrupted by Sentry, going back to the hook. But it seems like it's going to be committed by Wild JD, and I think it's going to get completed. Actually, the unhook's already come in, so the actually 3 survivors in that general area. Of course, JD, sorry, not JD. Of course, Hearts is already gone, and it's gone down. And it's top side as the first generator pops, but I think on survivors, it's again, it kind of is quite interesting to me how every single trial in this series has been completely different, and yet somehow, you know, slightly under half of them have ended up with the same results. And in this case, I honestly think Sentry is in a fairly similar position to JD in the previous trial, even though, you know, he's lost 2 perks. The gens seem not to have as much progress. Just as I say that, of course, this one's just going to get completed and doubled. But it still seems like Sentry can get a 4K too. Like, it really does. That it seemed that exactly the same result could happen from these 2 trials, which seem completely different. Sentry, though, TP's back to the hook, and I really do not think that our Survivor team should allow this kill to happen. Yeah, we can see, I believe that was Bandit hanging around here on this top side, going for the trade, and yeah, they're just waiting until this last bit. So this is where, this is the critical moment in the game, Hasso, where this chase, this trading chase has to last for a good amount of time. Because if it doesn't, of course, then Bleedout might just end up being a 4K too. So this is the critical chase of the game, I think.
Yeah, you're right. You're very right. And oh, look at that TP, and there's not much you can do.
Blood Favor. Oh my god, Blood Favor.
Oh,
And he makes the swing. I think Hearts got stuck.
Oh no.
Alright.
Could it be?
And
Could it be?
Could it be? Could it be?
Could it be a tie? Oh, I mean, you'll have to just find out. We'll see JD cranking the motor, and I think these guys are working 2 different generators, so this would be con if they can pop these gens now.
Oh my god.
Goodness. You have to.
Well, and there's also an active not better together. There's also an active friendly competition on both the survivors. So that means that they're working the generator significantly faster, like a Jadra, and even though this generator is not going to be completed, of course the other one will be completed by Duck in the distance, so there is still a lot of potential going. Actually, wait, no, the generator's right there. It's gonna pop right in Sentry's face, and wow. We've still got a trial on our hands, everyone. No tie just yet, because that generator is really high, and this is, oh my god, there's still so much to be played out. Duck is gonna go for the pickup though, so maybe they just go back and double the generator, but Sentry is gonna try and cut off that rotation, I think, knowing the pickups happen, and they do get the killer instinct on the player below. Bro.
Yeah.
How so, bro? I think because of those gens cranking away, I think this could potentially go to a 4K one. And Bleedout, they have a really good shot at it.
Bro, if this goes to a tie, Tavi, my goodness, we're gonna have to start doing rock, paper, scissors to figure out who the winner is. There's just, it's incredible, and unfortunately JD gets mind game, and oh my goodness, we're working a new generator as we're gonna see Bandit jump over. I'm not sure what they're doing, what the players from the survivors, you know, it's yeah, this is gonna be interesting. They're gonna pop out here, and we're gonna see LV Duck does go and try and save the big JD. that'll come off. So yeah, I mean this is gonna come down to very close margin. And honestly, if they don't pop, if they do not pop, this might honestly go to. I mean, obviously, it'll go. We're going to the next set, but I mean, seriously, this is worrying me.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see the mind game. Oh, we're gonna vault and unfortunately go down there. So, oh goodness gracious me! No gen progress. This. Oh, don't tell me, Dove. Don't tell me. Get the paper, scissors, rock. Get out the paper, scissors, rocks right now. This is incredible. This is gonna be another tie. I think this is another tie. You cannot tell me it's not. Oh, I thought that was a generator for a second. I thought, oh my goodness.
Well, your heart would have exploded if that was a generator. Oh man.
JD just gonna have to...
Wait, Iron Will. Hold on, Iron Will clutch. Trust Iron Will clutch here. Oh, Iron Will clutch. Iron Will clutch, that's what I'm talking about. And JD's chase is going to continue on. The problem is, though, that generator that I think it was Bandit was doing, they're still aggressing in the background on the bottom 5 side. So it's still going down, and it's going to be at like 30% or 20%. Remember that generator was on like 70 before, but now it's just getting completely forgotten about. So that, I think that was a pretty big mistake inside of Bleedout. But they're committing their resources elsewhere. Actually, I think that is going to be Bandit being caught out here. And they had the spin burst, they popped it to get away. And it's incredible. Like, we were thinking that maybe 4K3 was happening. Then 2 gens were getting really close to being done. But then I think another very good observation was made. Dredge is one of the most snowbally killers in the entire game. That it can get really bad. Like, you could have 4 healthy survivors, and then like 10 seconds later, they're like 4 injured survivors or some crap like that. But I feel like Bleedout is kind of like getting pushed into the back foot here. Sentry to start the pressure. Survivors are kind of being intimidated to the generators and not go for the resets. So the chases should, in theory, be a lot shorter. Seems like, yeah, it's going to be Bandit being caught out on this pallet. Of course, it is not that strong. The Dredge, all they need to do is hold the Revenant. Oh, Bandit wins the 50-50 and continues to chase out. That is valuable time being bought for the other survivors. Do not underestimate how much these extra couple of seconds buy. And Bandit runs through the Remnant this time, wins that 50-50, and now continues this chase. And he runs through it again. Bro, Mr. Casino, bro. Why do the coin flips later if you can do them right now?
Oh my goodness. He has to slug in. Oh no. It's gonna be 4K2 top. It can't be. I think it is. Flip the coin. Here we go. Heads or tails. And it's gonna land on its side somehow. So there's no. Oh my goodness. Hold on. The pickup in the background and JD. No.
I think there's no pallet here. I don't think he makes it away to safety. There might be a pallet in the next room, but I don't think he makes it in time. I think because of the ping, he's not going to make that. But and also Sentry did not kick JD's generator, so one of them could rotate over to try and get the bathroom gen down. So now there's cross map pressure going on the map. There's the bathroom generator and the 12 generator that's being pressured. Was this 12? Wherever this is, I don't really care where it is anymore. The 2 generators, again, really close to being done. And Sentry's committing to the chase. Duck gets the pickup, and now there's a potential. What is going to happen here? There's still the pallet. I think it's been dropped. The 50-50 is won by Sentry, which is so huge. But they're going for the reset because Sentry hasn't kicked any of the generators. Oh my god. Sentry has to kick a generator now. If they do not kick a generator, it's going to be too late. Very soon. And it seems like it's going to kick the bathroom generator. Hopefully our survivors, again, pick up on this and get back on the generator as quickly as possible. And Sentry tries to find... He finds the reset! He finds the running survivor. And, of course, it is Duck
taking the next chase, but Doc, we know he can perform when necessary. He tries to go back, but just get cut off, and JD is the last one standing. Even though the gens are so close to being done, still somehow Sentry is able to claw back.
Wait a minute.
The two gens. He's still in
Bandit
courtyard.
bleeds out.
Oh, you're right. Oh my god. The first rook.
If Bandit bleeds out, oh no, come on guys, don't play with my feelings like this. Come on, don't. You're kidding. If Bandit bleeds out, they
could also trauma tech. They could also try trauma
Yeah,
tech.
but they don't know where Hatch is, do they?
It doesn't matter because the survivor would bleed out, and that would count as the minus first stage. They could try trauma tech. Oh my god, the possibilities in this trial are so incredible. It seems like
I'm so
JD
quiet
is
because
gonna
I'm
sack
so
the gens.
worried. Like, we've seen this before. We have seen this shit before.
Okay. I'll be honest, Hasso, like there's sometimes in dredge sets where I do want to snooze, but this is the nail biting moments because, but this decision here from survivors and killer will change this. He goes for the pickup. He's running towards. I think he's gonna get the double pickup. Maybe I don't think that's enough for trauma tech. Wait! Oh, he's just trying to bleed out.
Oh my god! Oh my god! He's
Oh my god! And
that's
bleed out. Take the bleed out. And that's a kill set win. That's a kill set win. That's a kill set win. That's a kill set win.
So does that mean Bleedout wins? No.
Demogorgon. We are going to the Demogorgon, everyone.
Set number 7 is up on the menu.
Yeah, I just saw a pretty funny dad joke in the casters lounge. Their name, Bleedouts, does say a lot about how their playstyle was. So you know, they did bleed themselves out. Well played.
Fake.
And here we go.
Fake
here we go. The big J Dazza. This man is.
Oh
my God.
fake kicking the generator.
My games. No. I mean, it's. You are kidding. You are kidding. Really well played. Oh my goodness. I mean.
You know what, Hasso? The trial's still going on. They let the survivor bleed out, and the trial is still going on.
So, just to be clear, that means the Bleedout wins this set, no?
Yes, by the -1 first stage.
Because, yeah, exactly. So, even if they do not pop a generator, it does not matter. They have won this set, so they can throw stones at the killer. It doesn't matter what they do. They will have won, but will won that set. So we are going to the demo now. Tavi, we know what happened the last time we had a demo Gorgon set. I'm worried. I'm worried because imagine somehow. Okay. I don't think JD cares. They'd probably be punching the air right now in the sky with happiness. So it's not over. It is not over. But well played to Team Bleedout. It is. We still have a demo set to get to. So I tell you what, this is one hell of a game. So you know, I'm sure they've got a plan. I think they'll probably have more of an idea on how they want to approach this all. But when I say I'm keen, I'm very keen. Obviously it's starting to get late, but when games get late, that'll be what will happen here. Is we're going to see Sentry spawn towards the bottom side. I believe that's the bottom, yes. And he's got his corrupt 9, 11 and 12. So this is going to be a really, it should be a crazy matchup. I love the Demogorgon. I think it's going to bring a lot of, you know, I think it'll come down to the wire. One mistake from either team. So we are going to see the tag come here onto LV Duck. And what do you think about this one, Tavi?
In the previous demos trials, we saw Bleedout put on a spectacular survival performance, gets 5 stages, 3 fresh, after sending Duck in to sacrifice for the fresh hook. And then it turns out it was completely necessary in the next trial because Leo managed to also get a 5 fresh, 5 stages, 3 fresh from a save in the basement when the Tycon was already met. So they managed to get all 4 survivors out because also N managed to mind game the hatch and then just held W towards the gate. Nah, that's actually ridiculous. But we're back in the demo set. Sentry's got himself to a really nice start here on this topside hook. Secures a bit of aggression as well and finds the next chase onto JD, but actually just baits the pallet out and decides to pop the gen before probably just breaking the pallet. But I mean, demo I think is it's in theory quite a simple set. It's a very simple power, I'd say very balanced power. People don't really see demo I think as an unfair killer, but again, things can go wrong very, very quickly on demo because, especially on high ping, the shreds and like the reduced times of the shred cooldowns can really make a difference. So it seems like Duck is gonna hit second stage here. I believe they were triple splitting. So I would like to know what Bleedout's plan is because if things do pan out, I don't know if they have enough gens to justify a second stage, but at the same time, maybe the second stage is the justification to doing the gen. So teleport comes through, and yeah, that's the second stage coming through from Doc. No one is anywhere near the save, which is to be expected, and now Sentry can put the Spidey sensors to work. Of course, the demo set, the doggy sensors to work, as they do find someone here around the 3 area of the map. Does see some scratch marks around the boss, but it's going to be just a tag on Nancy, Jazz instead, and that's the first gen being done. But yeah, here's the problem, Sasso. Here's the problems. They need to pull this. They can't allow the death to occur now, and Sentry I think is going to be fast enough to interrupt it. So, is anyone even here? They can't. No, they cannot. They can't just.
Oh my goodness.
They're not letting them die, right? They can't let Duck die.
No, they can't. I mean, the man's a juicer. We saw what he did, and I mean, you cannot let this man die.
They cannot.
No.
Oh my god, they're letting him die. They just reset.
Let him die. They are gonna let him die.
Okay, interesting.
The big LV. Oh no, he's got enough. He's got enough. You are kidding. Oh my goodness.
How did he get pulled?
The play. You are kidding.
No way, bro.
You are kidding. You are kidding. Okay, so
no way.
This is gonna be. Oh, he's gonna. JD's coming for a hit. Unfortunately, the shred will get the better of him there. So a hook right there as well. So a death at 3 gens. Darby. I mean, you know what can you do? What can you do in this situation for both sides? What does Team Bleedout do in this situation?
They need to play slow. They need to play safe, and I feel like they need to conserve the pallets a lot because that's going to be the main safety in the 3v1. You know, there's a lot of the mental game comes back, especially in these high pressure situations for both teams. I think as a killer, you kind of really want to protect the gens because it's such a juicy situation to be in. Like, you've got to kill 3 generators. You could maybe get a 4K2, 4K1 is probably more likely. But like you are gonna agree the gens. Right? You are gonna try and get the best result possible. But at the same time, the survivors can kind of exploit that and kind of force chases to be longer. You know, use the resources to their advantage. And you can see here, look at this. Jazz has like 4 pallets set up here around this bottom area of the map. I think he's zoned away from the better setup, and it does unfortunately get mind game. But again, if this chase goes for too long, which of course it doesn't thanks to my Castle's Curse, then Bleedout would have had a good chance to get more gens done. But with that being said, I think this Painverse here will stop the bot side from popping. So yeah, definitely a lot more rough now because the hooks come through. But Sentry, yeah, I think the way things go out of hand for the killer is always, you know, just like trying to greed the gens too much. And I think Sentry has definitely found a good balance here for the time being.
Yeah, I mean, look, we look at teams and we look at how they play, and Sentry's definitely playing this one a lot more conservative and making sure that he tries to
Yeah.
fix any errors that he has made in the past. So yeah, Tavi, I think this is going to be a great one, and so far it has been. And you know, it could be a 4K. Is we're gonna see Bandit work the Gen at 11, so a 4K2, possibly 4K1. But yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what the play is for JD. He's gonna try and hop on Shaq probably. No, he's gonna send it. Okay, so he's gonna get the hook, and it should come off realistically. It should come off before he goes second. Oh my goodness, it's gonna come before he gets second. So
Yeah.
this is not great. That's unfortunate, very unfortunate. But he is tapped. Okay. I was about to say, I thought he got away. But that is gonna be a fresh hook onto the big J Dazza. So yeah, this is the survivors. Jazz needs to sit realistically, probably Shaq, or you know, you go deep 12 in this situation. But you obviously have Pop. Pop will last for the next 45 seconds. That's 20% of your generator gone instantly. So look at that, Pop right onto the Shaq generator. So we are going to see the insta pull come into play here, and oh my goodness, I mean, I really do want to see how these next movements pan out for the Survivor-siders. JD's just going to throw down the pallet instantly, and might get mind game, might not. He's playing this very well, big JD. So we are going to see the chase again go down towards Nightside. Now JD's going to try and crouch, and unfortunately the shred does not happen. So yeah, well played. And oh my goodness, oh, I thought the gem was more than that, Jazz. Oh, I thought I couldn't see because the pistons were moving so fast. So yeah, this is definitely a lot closer to being you know a good result for the killer. Now we are gonna see Sentry again get popped again on the Shack, and the insta pull comes in for the big man, and Bandit just he's trying to. You know, they're almost baiting him, like, come on, swing. So JD gonna fall off about now, and he's just. Can you even do that? I wonder if you can climb through the window by dashing, but
they might have fixed it.
Yeah,
they might have fixed it. I don't know.
We are gonna see the commit onto JD now. He's probably right in this way, Sentry, to send it and get it down, but it's JD is gonna loop the train on 11. So well played by JD, just getting as much distance as he can, and he's gonna run towards top mid here. So this is gonna be a down, and he's gone down. Okay, so now the best play is, oh my goodness, look at those gens. Look at those gens. This is not looking great. But they're so close to each other, Tavi. I mean, what does Sentry do now? Because the pain res is not on him. The pain res is on Bandit, and Bandit is healthy. So what can he do? What's the play for the killer?
I think Sentry just needs to play patient. It's not. Oh, okay. I think we've got a killer bug on a killer, but it just needs to play patient. And like Jazz is obviously baiting chase here. I would not ever decide to chase this because like obviously the healthy is going to be on the generator, and it's not really you know possible to tell how long this chase will go for. Okay, I guess this pallet is gone, so Jazz will go down here. So maybe I guess I'm wrong in that respect. I thought that RL pallet was still up, which is why Jazz might have stayed alive longer. But I guess in this situation, it's just going to be a potential just 4K2. Yeah, we can see it. We can see the little thing of you can see the little like portal effect on the Demogorgon's head. That's funny. It's like anyway.
Backbling, yeah.
Spectator thing. But I guess unfortunately a survivor's not able to recover from that death, and I think that's the risk with the 3v1. Is that if the chasers like don't hit a certain breakpoint, then the killer isn't under enough pressure to then kind of like, you know, like force the decision elsewhere. So like, what I mean by this is, you know, like for example, you have a gen on like 80%, the killer is forced to like kind of a turn to it if they want to defend it. But if the gen was like maybe 20% less, then they can afford to chase out just like an extra 10 seconds and then return to the generator and commit that action. So yeah, we got a little bit of a portal Gorgon going on. It's a nice little effect. Yeah, nice little effect here coming on a demo, but I would likely assess this position for Sentry Killer to be a 4K2. So, yeah, I just unfortunately the Survivor's chases just did not last long enough to apply the pressure on the killer, which would you know, but then potentially snowball things out of control.
Yeah,
So
if you can see, I mean, you can see the head actually bobbling around in the background, almost like you got wall hacks. You can see the little head, the cheeky head, like the back fling. So you can see him over towards the hill now. This is like, what's the game called? I'm not sure what it is, but it's Marco Polo. This is literally it. Like you can hear, not see, you know. So this is gonna be a stealth game right here. Now, Bandit is a fresh hook. Keep that in mind, everyone. Now, he is gonna probably play for the gate here, and he is. So realistically, if he sends at 11, this is gonna be out. So,
see best gates though.
goodness. You can still see.
Did he get
so,
out? Oh no,
Oh,
he's
he
not
doesn't.
out.
He doesn't.
No, the shred.
No, he's not out. Yeah.
Yeah, the shred.
Unfortunate. So that'll be a. Is that a 4K2?
2.
I believe. Yeah. So a good result. For Lirsanmarine, not taking the
Oh, wait.
no.
Oh.
Look at the portal Gorgon has got him. So unfortunate there for Bleedout, but a lot of results. Lirsanmarine, wow, so we are gonna now you know, I mean, they're really damn happy with the one. They just need to pop. Oh, I don't even know how many generators, like 4 generators, and they will have the win. So this is not easy for JD. He's gonna push the limits, and it obviously I think, like I said, Tavi earlier, whoever has the better start can realistically win, and I hope to see that this will be a cracker. And we do see Pentimento, we do see Blood Favor, so this will be a decent. He's got a tough gen split. I mean, look, they're pretty distanced out, so unfortunate there, but JD just gonna have to place his portals in very specific locations here. So yeah, obviously Tavi, I think this will be a good I guess the way you say it is, however JD starts this match off, if he can find I just saw a Survivor stealthing to the right. I don't know if you saw that, Tavi, but there is a Survivor stealthing. There we go. So we do see the chase come on here to Royces. So not gonna commit that, and you know, Tavi, how do you see this one playing out, mate?
It's interesting because, you know, we discussed like having advantages in sets, and the main one here is that Lira have like that insurance policy. You know, it doesn't really matter if they get 4K'd, as long as they pop 4 generators for it. So they're gonna play way more aggressive. They have a different game plan because, you know, JD has to play differently around the win condition of or tie condition of 4K2. But then at the same time, you have the other kind of like perspective on it, where from JD's point, 4K2 is quite a strong result to try and perform on the Demogorgon. So on that hand, you might be forced to, you know, like take unnecessary risks, and again, there's like a saying, something like a trapped animal is like really dangerous or something. Something along those lines. Like, yeah, like I don't know, like a cornered cat is like something like a cornered cat. But that kind of like idea can apply here, where JD is kind of, you know, busted in a sense. The corrupted intervention's already gone from this trial, so that's a real big problem coming in. But then at the same time, yeah, JD's really willing to take a lot more risks here in this trial, because like you have to try and win. So do you catch out the near here against Akudo? Probably go for a shred here, you know, try and cut down the chasing. But yeah, he goes for the shred this time. Good awareness there. I think that was a fairly reasonable risk to go for. And Sakuda, Needs to try and make this chase last a while, of course. Even though the first, oh, nice locker play, by the way, really beautiful head on. Yeah, it's still like in the survivor's favor for sure, going into this. But actually, does Sakuda make the pallet? I think Sakuda's dead. Oh no, they have the correct angle on that. That's very nicely done.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, sorry. So this will be, I guess this is a really good start for the survivors, Tav. Very good. Oh my goodness, just. Oh,
Get
my
crash tech,
goodness,
stupid.
This is a great chase from Royce. It's just burning time now. This is the goal. You want to burn time, and that is what JD will be doing here. We're going to greed again, so we already see a gen pop now. Royce
Nice. Oh my god.
My goodness, this is incredible from Royce. We're about to see another
Don't do it to him.
in the background, so we are going to just greed, and unfortunately,
He makes it.
JD, he's going to get the start. Oh my goodness. No, this is it. This is too insane.
He makes it to the next pallet.
So it's already a 4. So okay, so we're already. JD cannot let another gem pop, or it's just a win con. So we can't rule the win con out because he could just turn into the best demo we've ever seen. So old line just into old man bug here. So we are gonna smack down this pallet and run over towards 11. So this is honestly not terrible. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're playing with fire, honestly. The survivors are just having. Oh, that's naughty greed. You can't.
Oh, he doesn't
my
make
goodness. He doesn't. So this is going to be tough for JD because he needs to find a survivor and he needs to get his pain res value ASAP. So, I mean, what do you do in this situation? It's hard because there are so many different, play styles. But yeah, Tavi, I think this will be. The survivors are in prime position to take this one.
Yeah, it's just too much pressure coming in from all sides from JD. I mean, that was a beautiful chase coming in from Poisus to start the trial off, and I don't think it really matters who gets chased anymore because just look at how quickly the resets come in. Look at how much like pressure the survivors have. Like, they're even working the gen in JD's face. They can even afford to give away a Sin Car shred clip to JD, and I don't think it will even matter because, like, again, like the pressure is so great in this trial for the survivors that there would have to be a ridiculous amount of mistakes to make this go towards JD's favor. But I mean, at least JD has the gun coming through. The crash that comes in from N, and they're on fire right now. They do unfortunately not make the pallets, but this is still the first down coming through like 4 minutes into the trial, some insane amount. They do get tagged through the pallet, does Sakuta, but again, okay, we do get the pickup on 2 and so the pain res is gonna, it's gonna regress the gens a little bit, and I guess I should take stock of the situation. Like, the game's not over yet. There's 2 injuries on the board. One's on hook, one's healthy, so things could snowball out of control. JD's not out of the game yet, and this is why I was saying before, is really more willing to take risks. Seeing the situation, JD knows it's still winnable. It's still potential because, okay, not to make the pun there, but a snowball is completely possible to come through because, yeah, look at this. 1 injured survivor here, 2 more. They managed to line the things up, line up the pins. Maybe you can get the down before the last gen pops, but it's looking really unlikely here because Voidus has the generator at 90%, and I think that is just going to seal the deal going through in this final set. So that's an incredible finish, I think, Hasso. That was an incredible finish to this series of games, and really, really well fought for both teams.
I think, it's obviously, Bleedouts aren't going to be, going away into the grand final, but, what you can say is what a season they've had, Tavi. I mean, every week they've just been benchmark, almost always have been at their best, and, it's obviously come to an end here, but the truth is, I can't see the team slowing down. I can't. They've been a team for so long. I can only see this team getting stronger and more prepared for what's next. And that is what I believe what will happen. I really do. I would not put it past these survivors, but we are going to get back on into the game. We are going to get a down here onto the bug man as JD doesn't launch for long enough. So unfortunate there. JD's going to just pick and he's going to just whack him on the hook here. It's not, it's already being used. So yeah, this is unfortunate that it's Fortunes and Pods, but I tell you what, like I said, it has been well played from both teams. I mean, you can't script it any better. You can't. Every single game has gone on for so long and has just burned time. And it's not an easy, thing. But the truth is, these players have been here putting even more time in week out because. Obviously they love what they do, and that is a good thing. Is we're going to see the stun come on here, so Bug is just going to go down, and that'll be the end to Bug. So they are, wow, look at, they are happy. They would be bloody really happy. So I think that's look at and just wrapped, which rightfully so. You're going through to a grand final. You have every right to be obviously really happy. So really well played. Lirsanmarine, they are keep an eye out on because they are